Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stream at Atto Donosorera Ferrari, Imola. I am your host, Tony Danzig. I am joined in the booth currently by nobody. Nobody, give me a hello. Hello, how you doing there? All right. We are at Imola today, ladies and gentlemen. We are on the Noobs R Us ORL endurance race. Season race number 5. We have one more after this. Today's race is going to be a 3-hour race. Expect Imola's a tough track, so expect some what's the right word? Expect some good battling, some off tracks to happen. I would assume to see it. It's currently 10:13 p.m. in race time, so that means we're going to be racing from the night into the midnight of the race. We got 3 hours, like I said, so that's going to push us close to 1 a.m. in the morning via race time. I'm excited to see these drivers out on track. I'm excited to see some racing. This has been a great series overall. It's just been phenomenal watching everybody put down times and just be able to chase and keep going in their standings. We'll take a look at the standings here in a very short bit just to see what was happening. We're on board right now with Chase Jones, followed by Leon Candles, or he's following Leon Candles. These are going to be the two first drivers out on track to set down a fast lap time. Chase Jones, just like I said, with the fast lap time of 142.4. Closest so far is a 142.8. Let me see if I can get those times out on the board there for you, so we can see what everybody is actually putting down. So we'll get that. We'll click this. We'll click this. We'll click this. That's not what I wanted. Give me... Oh, hey, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. I'm joined in the booth here. We got Subi Dodger in here with us. Subi!
Hello.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, how's it going?
It's going, my friend. There we go. Now I got everything on the screen. I'm glad to see you, bud. How are you doing today?
Hey, not too bad. It's a decent morning at morning/evening, depending on where you are for this 3 hours of Imola we've got going on today.
What is this? What is what, Jeremy Cubbage?
That's
Preview
crazy. I was just
sailing.
thinking, like, just a little bit ago, we were talking about doing like the Enduro series, and we had our first races that we're streaming, and now here we are, second to last race for the Enduro series.
Yeah, how time flies, right? How the time flies. We're currently still on board with Chase Jones. I expect him to be pretty fast today. He usually is. Let's do share your screen. Applications.
Oh, Jeremy was saying that we should switch to the night streaming config.
Too dark, is it for you? All right, let me go ahead.
Reshi, I do believe everybody's on track at the same time. I'll have to pull up to see where Tony's looking, but we've seen some drivers, as I'm just kind of going through the grid here, flashing the brights at the driver ahead. I think I saw Max Hustle kind of flashing the driver in front of him, trying to get down those good qualifying laps. How many drivers do we have on track right now? 33?
We have 33 drivers out on track as of right now.
So it could definitely get a bit crowded. So hopefully everybody's able to throw down a decent qual. Hopefully everybody's able to get into their proper cars as well. I think I saw somebody in Discord earlier saying that they were showing offline, so hopefully no major...
Oh, we just hit our follower goal of 440 people. Thank you very much, Mr. Goofy29, getting us over that limit. So that's freaking awesome. Yeah, 33 is not bad. It could be a lot worse. I am in the crowd that I believe the more drivers we have, the funner that it is. So, we got Yantry pulling up the first spot here. Where is Chase? Is only in 10th place right now with this 142. That is ridiculous. Kim Max Hustle. Max Hustle was the overall lead gainer, like points gainer, spot gainer
Yeah.
of our last race. He's currently sitting in first place with a 140.9. So way to go.
I feel like we saw Max gain like 20 positions in a race.
There was a lot, that's for sure.
Also, not seeing, unless I'm looking for the wrong person, I don't see the Radinov, the Golden Lambo on track yet
Yeah, I haven't seen him on
for the
track at
Speed
all either.
Stars. Definitely have had some drivers falling off. You know, I think the first race, man, that seems like forever ago. I can't even remember where the
Right?
first race
Was that
was.
like 3 months ago?
Nords. Yeah, we had Nords and then Spa. I feel like Spa, I remember there being like 70
73.
drivers yeah. So definitely some drivers falling off, but we do appreciate everybody sticking through the series and coming out week after week.
Well,
Uh, I,
a big thing with this series was how it was set up. Was it wasn't set up as a 6 race series. Each race had its own sign up. So
right. I know it can definitely be frustrating with ACC being ACC, you know, driver swap challenges and stupid bugs and everything like that, but it's still cool to see that we still have still have so many drivers out on track.
oh, absolutely.
Yeah, currently driving the 296 right now for a rookie series, so seeing Yantiri throw down some of these monster times is pretty impressive.
Well, he's got to out hustle Mr. Max Hustle. So we'll see if he's got what it takes in the tank. Coming around the Acqua Minerale now. He's going to head straight fast down this spot here. He's got a sharp hairpin here to make a chicane. You can see he cuts that corner a little bit and then gets back onto the throttle as quickly as he can.
Yeah, for the top 10 on our practice bot that we have in server, the top 10 are only separated by about 8/10. So hopefully we see some good battles going on up front here.
Jeremy is chanting nighttime settings, nighttime settings. I am on my nighttime settings. Oh, yeah, we got 2,570 points total towards the Pick Your Series challenge. If you guys look, you can donate to that. I do believe we hit the 30,000 that we need to pick a race. So everyone in the Noobs Roast server just needs to go in and start getting a race selected. But to build a series, we still need. I think we need to hit 100,000 points, and at that point, we can then go in and then all collectively put together whatever series we want, and we can decide as a community versus having the Noobs or Us officials decide.
Yeah, I do believe we hit that the goal for the one-off series, and there is a community chat for that one-off series, so people are kind of discussing what we want. I'm a big fan of doing like a mock 24-hour race, like a two-hour race with like a 12-time multiplier. There's some people saying throw the pros in the GT4s and some of the AMs in the GT3s, or like some sort of multi-class race, some variable weather stuff. So gonna be fun to do the one-off race for sure. We've also got the 1,000 follower race coming up that Jeremy's putting together that nobody else really knows about. So that's coming up. And we have our spooky spa race coming up in October. That'll be another one-off. I think that's nighttime with rainy conditions. We've also talked about doing like a Bloody Bathurst around that same time. So lots of cool races coming off in our off season. Rookie Series Season 10 is going to be starting up in a couple months, I would assume. We've got one race left on that.
I know we're gonna have the one-off race for Spooky Spa. We've done Spooky Spa every year that I've been a part of Noobs Russ, and that's always a ton of fun at a race. It's usually spa. You create create a custom livery just for Halloween, which is always nice. But it's usually last time I think it was in the rain, and it was just hectic and a ton of fun. Chase Jones able to get here. Oh, that's not top. Never mind, my mistake. Chase Jones currently in 4th place with a 141.0, the fastest time of 140.420. Ayo, 420. All right. I did want to give a special shout out this evening to the Moffat family. I do know that they are watching upstairs, so I just want to say, Miss Moffat, hey, how you doing?
Yeah, it's always so cool. I know when I first started sim racing and I was like, yeah, it's like streamed and everything. The family is like, oh my god, like send us the link. So it's always super cool when like family gets involved, even if they're just, watching the sim racing. It's I've even gotten people. I played a lot of World of Warcraft before I started sim racing, and I have a few people that still watch the race every week because people just it's cool to watch and it's fun and everybody does a good job streaming and commentating on it, and it's just a good time.
Dark for others.
Yeah, and Thierry with that 140.4 max hustle, 2/10 behind him.
And Terry in the pits now. Max Hustle's still
Yeah.
trying to get out there and hustle to the max.
And Max Hustle, I believe, one of the solo drivers for this series.
That's what I would be
And I
doing. I'd
know,
be doing it solo.
yeah, I know we were talking, and that reminded me last time. I feel like we talk about this every week, but I know you like to run the longer solo events, and
Yeah,
I
I
was
do.
just thinking, it's like, I don't know if I could do, I mean, I could do a 3-4 hour race solo, but I don't think that I could maintain the pace through that entire stint. I'd probably start to get lazy or tired halfway through and just not
Start
braking as
falling
hard and
off.
not braking as aggressive and just kind of falling off the pace.
So I realize I'm sure a lot of drivers do this too. When it comes to racing and qualifying, when I'm racing, I'm always trying to set my fastest qualifying lap. If not, that's when I fall off. If I stop for even the slightest bit to push it on the, to break at the latest moment or to turn at the last
Hmm.
second. If I do anything in that manner, then it throws off my entire lap and I'll be seconds down each lap, and it just adds, and then you're just further
Yeah,
and further behind. So
I'm definitely a delta. Like I have to have a delta up, especially like if I'm qualifying. Usually my first qual lap is I'm just focused on getting a valid lap down so that I can see that delta. Um,
hmm
and then definitely when I'm going through the race, I'm paying attention to that delta. It's like I'm coming out of a corner and just glancing at the delta and be like, oh man, that was a bad corner. I need to pay special attention to that corner next lap or something.
yeah, I hear that. That's for sure.
But these drivers, they'll be the first. I don't think that we've done one of our enduro races in the dark yet. And in-game time right now is about 10:26 p.m. So it's only, it's not going to get any brighter as this race goes on for these guys. And
No,
the
it's not.
dark, racing in the dark can really, you don't think much about it, but it can really throw you off. Your braking markers are just, they appear different. I know we just did our Brands race for the rookie series in the dark, and Brands is one of my favorite tracks, and it's one of my most driven tracks. And in driving that at night, it's a completely different ball game. You know, like you can at least know the layout of the track, but everything, it just comes up differently, so your frame of reference is skewed a
Oh,
little bit, and it's
way off.
just
Yeah. I
yeah.
did when I first started ACC, there was a couple series that I had signed up for that was they all started in the dark, so I would try to learn the track and I'm like, I can't even see where I'm supposed to be braking. I have no reference of my
Yeah.
brake zones. Like, what the heck?
Yeah, we have if you guys race in VR, I'll stand by that night races in the VR, like in VR, are so peak. They're so good. There's nothing beats VR night races. The skybox looks insane. You can like see the stars when you're looking like up at the sky and everything.
The fireworks at the end that go off and the flares that
Yeah,
are like
yeah,
around the track, they're always really nice. If I know some tracks have carousels or Ferris wheels around them, and those are cool to see in nighttime as well. I always like VR in the rain, and the rain was always fun to me because then it's just like, oh man, you're in it, and it's just there. There's nothing you can do about it but race, and it's I don't know. That's always fun to me, especially in VR. My VR headset's broken now though, so I haven't been able to experience VR in quite a while. Sad to say.
yeah, yeah. Even I was before I got rid of my VR set, I did one race in the rain as well, and that just having the rain effects on your windshield, I love my ultra wide now, but man,
Yeah, ultra wide's the way to go.
I I miss racing in VR. If it wasn't so
Andrew Trejo.
clunky and unoptimized, uh, and just like requires so much like a 5090 and like 120 gigs of RAM and an i9 and all that crazy stuff, um, I would still be doing it for sure.
On board with Andrew Trejo. He's currently 0.9 seconds, a second up on his current time. He's at a 144.4. So if he's able to capitalize on this, that would put him easily into 24th position, just 2 spots up. But he still has these 1.1. Just the faster he can go, the further he can climb up this rank. I would like to find myself. I think for this, I would like to be 15th or faster. That's where I would put myself. That's where I would like to stress to put myself for the qualifying. A lot of drivers are going to be running 3 drivers tonight. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3 different driver swaps for the 1, 2, 3 different hours that we're racing. So I always like when the pits are involved and a pit strategy has to come into play. It messes up so much of your race time. Even though as much as you want to practice and prepare for it, those pit stops always get you. They'll get you.
Yeah, the Trejo's still about 1.3 seconds up now. Is just trying to do the quick napkin math.
Oh, he
That
dirtied
may
his lap. He dirtied
that
it.
may only okay. Even if he's a second up on his time, which seems pretty ridiculous, that's only going to move him up 2 spots.
Yep.
Uh, I'm also going to go try to eat the dog real fast.
She's like, feed me. I'd just be happy to run the top 30. Andrew, you're better than that. Don't sell yourself short, buddy. You're top one in my heart.
We just finished our workshop series that's been going on with Andrew. Kind of, it's something that I go to all the time, and some of our AM guys were there, and just going over how to set up the car and to recognize what you know what is consistently wrong about the car, like something that you'd like to change. Um, can you think of anything, Tony, here for Imola specifically? I know you're much better with setups than I am. Uh, Anything that you would change here to prep for like some of these curbs, or would you just
So
keep it how you normally run it?
I'm the wrong one to ask. I'm a set it and forget it type of guy. So I run almost the exact same tune at every single track. I run a max min setup, so I always max out certain things. I minimize certain things. I run a stiff, loose car. And to me, that's the best way to take all of these corners. If I had to change anything, I would change the ride height slightly in the front because there are a lot of curbs you're going to come in contact with during Imola. So that's the only thing I would really change is my ride height. But I'm a bad person to ask for that one.
Yeah, I'm still in the zone of I'll have my setup and I load it, and if I feel like something wrong with the setup, I feel like it's more of a driver issue at that point. So I'll
Right?
usually just try to like work around it. But sometimes, I'll be doing laps, and I know we talk about Devin Anthony a lot here whenever we have him on screen.
Let's
Um,
take a look at Devin Anthony right now. He's currently
I
sitting in
was
29th, so he's got some time to make up.
I was doing some laps with him, and he's like, "Man, it seems like you could just use like one click of anti-roll bar here." I think it was for Silverstone, and I was like, "Okay, yeah, I'll give it a shot." And by golly, that one click of anti-roll bar, and it just made it like so much more consistent. So having it's awesome being in the community. You've got people that are willing to support you and point stuff out and put on workshops for these different things. It's really cool.
Hey, we got another follower here. Resubscribed with his Prime BB in unknown. So thanks, bud.
Bramer, if I
Crazy
had
how
to take a
small
guess.
changes can fix stuff like that. Yeah, Devin's really good at doing one click at a time. Whereas I am like, let me change this, let me change this, let me change this and
Yeah,
this, and then I'll go out and race.
I
Damn
don't
it,
have the
Tony!
I don't have the I don't
What
have the
did I do?
patience to do I don't have the patience to do that one click at a time. I rather figure out how to run it. Oh, that dog's there's squirrels out in them front yard. Let me go. I'll be right back.
There's squirrels out in them front yards. Of my own. Oh, I didn't realize we were sitting here in the pits. My mistake, ladies and gentlemen. We're just watching nothing happen. I stink. Wow, that guy in 24th is good. 24th place, Umit Donor. He's the best around. He's the best around. Effing Yacht Tree is in first place with a 140.2. Qualifying is now over. Drivers still have a chance to improve. Not everybody is in the pits yet. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It looks like we have like 12 drivers still out on track. Chase Jones is currently setting a better lap right now. 0.3 seconds. He's up. 0.3 seconds would be enough to move him into second place.
Dang. Ah, and he does it
Let's
too.
just, yeah, and he does it. Second place for Chase Jones. Way to go, Chase.
Chase Jones, man, I had the standings pulled up. I feel like Chase Jones
He's out.
and
They're out of the contention. I was talking to him earlier in the week.
ah
Uh, he's out of contention just because he keeps getting disconnected from the races. So they keep losing a lot of, like,
oh
if you remember the race 2 weeks ago, he was coming down that front straight and just
yeah,
boop, disappeared.
it just disappeared. Yeah, yeah, it's unfortunate.
It's okay, Jeremy. You can be way behind in the video. You're technically, I think, like a minute and a half behind at this point. Sorry, I had to.
Cheshire's still out on track. Looks about 4 tenths up on their time. This might put them. Wow, jumped up to almost 7 tenths there. This could put them up in P1. Oh, never mind. Well, I don't know what I was looking at, but
Yeah, me either.
who knows?
What are you looking at? All right, we ready to do this driver walkthrough here?
Sure.
Do you want to read the names or do you want me to read the names? Up to you, my guy.
I'll read the names. You got enough going on.
All right, let me
All
get
right,
this started here
up in
for you.
P1, Yantiri in the up in the pole position. What did he run? The 40. Do you run the 40.42?
Yes, sir.
Wow,
4420.
fast. Yantiri up in that 275 Ferrari. Up in P2, we've got Chase Jones in the Aston Martin. In P3, we've got Max Hustle in that 444 Mustang. P4, you got Bjorkman in that 277 McLaren. In P5, we got B Zeitz in that 711 Lambo. In P6, we got Soberg in that 276 BSR Lexus. In P7, Cheshire in that 343 Aston. In P8, we've got Prawl in the 195 Lambo. In P9, Morris Jones in the 812 Mustang. And rounding out our top 10, we have Emma Gorecki in that 485 BMW. In P11, Bankador in the 188 Ferrari. In P12, C. Mooney in that 424 Ferrari. P13, P. Luperts in the 27 BMW. And P14, Oberndorfer? Sorry.
Orbendorfer.
And the 727 Porsche, the first Porsche we've seen.
It's a nice
In
looking Porsche.
P15, Pietrowicz in the 860 Aston. In P16, we have Casaboon, the big oof, for Noobs in the number 90 Mustang. In P17, we have Malinconico in the 22 Ferrari. P18, Len Kao in the 163 Audi. And P19, we've got the Solomon in that number 31 Porsche. And P20, we have Sulusike.
Oh
Man,
wow, that is a
I
name there. Matt
I
Matt
apologize. I
Mate
apologize
Tizua.
now
No.
for
Matt Tees Toulouse.
to
Yak.
see. Man,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
sorry.
that's that's a name.
You're in the number 9 Aston though, and it looks great. In P21, Pietrowicz in that 861 Lexus, and P22 M Miller in that 620 McLaren. P23 got Candles in the 911 Porsche, cool livery, and P24 Nunez in the 97 BMW. 25 we got A Trejo in the 13 Mustang, and P26 M Stoltz in the 300 Ferrari, and P27 Siren in the 64 Ferrari, and P28 B Pellegrino in the 29 Ferrari, and P29 A Pacua in the 19 McLaren, and P30 are Devin Anthony, Noobs R Us 88 Audi, and 31 Nick Woods. I already know his livery is going to be a banger in that 33 Mustang, and in P32 M Kim in the 7 Ferrari. That the is Kim driving? He's on the 488. It's such a good look at the 488 looks so much better than the 296.
Before, yeah, it really does. It really does. All right, TV
Lots of
relative
cool
for.
liveries out on track today. I love to see them. Sorry I couldn't call them all out. Uh, I'm sure we'll see them as we go through, but it's so cool seeing all the car. The night races are so good. I love them.
Right. I love seeing all the headlights.
Yeah, we'll see. We see some drivers out on track. You may see them without their headlights on. That's probably a bug through ACC. The drivers are required to have their lights on. If not, the game will kick them back to pits, and they get a DSQ if they don't have lights on when they're supposed to.
So you can run 3 laps without your lights on, but
Okay.
all you have to do, if you like, I used to mess. I'm one to mess with all of the systems. I used to turn my lights off, and then as long as you turn them on once between those 3 laps, it resets your 3-lap counter. So the biggest error that we might see is when drivers do driver swaps. At that point, the lights may not show accurately.
Right. Yeah, ACC famous. I know all the sim racers out there are hoping that some of these other titles can get driver swaps down to where we don't get kicked out for entry list issues and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, there's nothing
But
worse
for now, it
than
is what
an
it
entry
is.
list issue.
Yeah. About 3 hours.
Right.
Imola.
Drivers are going 2 by 2 coming into the last couple of corners before we head straight. Now, do you think I feel like turn 1 here is almost like Monza. You do not hey, what's up, BM or MP Racing? You do not need a team to do the race. However, there's only one race left in the series, so you're kind of have missed out a little bit. Let's go to the
But hey,
Helicam.
if you show up for the race, that's the next race at Suzuka, you'll have done more enduro races this series than Tony and I have. So
Very true.
I'm still come out.
Very true.
Yeah, I think hopefully we don't see much carnage, but yeah, that P1 through P2, P3 combo, deadly here.
Oh, the problem is you're on cold tires and cold brakes. If you didn't really warm them up, then yeesh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Here
we
we
got
go, green
P3
light.
trying to make some room here right on the tail of P1.
Oh. Was able to wiggle out of it.
Alex Lean. Oh no,
Ooh,
we got
there's our
some
first.
bonks.
Oh man.
Couple 3
Yellow
cars on
flags
track.
galore.
Yeah.
I think I saw James get on 2 wheels there for just a second. Now the series is live stewarded. We may see, so you'll start to see some penalties coming out probably on the tower there. If it's egregious enough, they may red flag and restart, but it doesn't look like it. Looks like everybody's still racing.
Chase was able to work himself up into first position, so it's his race to lose now. So he's going to be tracking, traveling, and trying to get as much time ahead of everybody as he can, using the advantage of the clean track. Drivers coming up and going through the chicane. Looks like just that turn corner 1 was the biggest instance that we've had so far. There's really not been much out on track as of right now, so that's awesome to see.
Bump coming for Bank Door and Loop Hurts maybe coming down. There's going to be lots of action to start here. It's going to be hard for us to catch everything.
On board with the Moffitt. Like I had said earlier, I've given a shout out to the Moffitt family. I know they're watching the stream, and that's freaking awesome. So thank you. I appreciate it. We appreciate it as a community. As a streamer, I like when family members are engaged in, because it's their son, so engaged in their activities. That's freaking awesome that they can like support and they're willing to, allow him to race and be like, hey, you're good at what you do. Oh, a little bit of a bonk.
Oh! Moffitt looked like Moffitt had the pass there on that 163 car, and then they just came side to side.
Got a little collected, yeah. But he's in P17th overall. A lot of race left to have. 3 hours at Imola. So I'm sure we'll see him in 17th position now. I'm sure we'll see him near the top 10 before the race finishes, because he's got Casey, and he's also got my favorite person. Why can't I think of his name? Marky Mark.
Mark Miller.
Mark Miller. There we go. Yeah. I was going to call him Mark Wells. That didn't seem right. Mark Miller. Double N.
Up to the front there, I was just looking at that as well. Max Hustle really putting that pressure on Yantiri there, only about 3/10 back.
Look at the exhaust on that Mustang. That is just screaming red.
The other thing I love about the night races is you can see the brakes and the exhaust are so predominant.
Max trying to put the work on there. He's just closing that gap ever so slightly. You want to stay as close to that bumper as you can without hitting him. But then it's like, when do you make your move? It looks like he's going to the inside. Move has been made. Look at that. What a clean
That was a
overtake.
good move. He really faked. He faked like he was just gonna fall back online there when he saw that Ferrari go wide onto their racing line. He just made the move to the inside and was able to get that done.
I think that's what makes a good
Up into
racer, is seeing
P2.
that gap and going for it. Right?
Yeah.
If you don't go for the gap, are you really trying? Let's head
We've
to the
got a
back
couple
of the
drivers.
pack.
I was just gonna say we got a couple drivers in the pits already, probably just getting that damage done from that, that lap 1, or turn 1, turn 2 incident. But like we've been saying, there's still 3 hours of racing. It's not bad to pit early, get that damage out the way. You're gonna catch up to people. It may look a little egregious now, but it'll be, those penalties will get delved out to the people they were responsible, and you'll be able to gain that ground.
RMP Racing, yeah, we would love to see you in an endurance race. If you have yet to do any endurance races, that's some of my favorite racing. I like a good 4 hour race, because then it gives me time as a driver myself to really buckle in and kind of like sweat it out, right? You're sitting there that's a good race. Normally you're doing 30-minute races, sprint races, but endurance races, that's money, man.
Just back a couple spots to Devin Anthony holding off Nick Woods here. We've got a train of about 4 cars all the way from P25 to P28 going at it here. And this is one of those moments where if anybody makes a mistake here,
They're all gonna get collected.
it's, everybody's going to get collected, or, the guy in that back is going to be able to move all the way up to the front of this train. And then for P27, Maliconico in that 22 Ferrari, able to get the pass done on Lane Cow in that Audi there. So he moves up 1 spot.
These cars are, I was just thinking, these cars are so much, as we're looking at the 296, these cars are so much smaller in person than you would expect. Like, they look like decent sized cars, but when you get up to them and next to them, like the top of this Ferrari here probably comes up to my hips. And it's just like, wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. Oh man, a big skip going through the chicane there.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, as he knocks the Audi off track, or offline at
Oh,
least.
no!
Oh!
Oh, bad rejoin! What was
Gosh!
that?
Oh, what a series!
Oh,
Watch
my.
the rejoin. Oh man,
Oh,
that
and that poor
was.
driver's still off track trying to get, yeah, he's flashing his light saying, hey,
Oh
buddy,
man,
you done me dirty.
what a series of events there.
Into the pit he
It's
goes.
22 going into the pits. Yeah, I mean, you can't blame him. Wow.
Back on board with Moffitt, trying to gain ground on Candles.
And how we saw that start, that whole sequence start from the chicane, how deadly is trying to cut that
Oh,
chicane.
it is. I mean, because you hit that, and you get the bumps of the chicane itself, so like, you don't know where your car is going to end up. It's going to
Yeah.
bounce. You're going to get on the throttle. You might spin out. You might go straight into the wall to the right. You might hit the car next to you. It's just. This is a hard corner too, right here, coming around Minerale. Minerale. Boppity boopity. Right into the chicane, a right, a left, back on throttle.
Yeah, Mason trying to make a move on that Porsche, but now he's getting pressured from that 296.
So he's going to be looking in his rearview mirror as well as looking forward.
And this is where that night racing, I think, is just peak, because now it's dark. Your reference points are different. You've got a car in front of you that you're trying to make a move on, but you're trying to be defensive all at the same time.
Especially when you're following, like, because Moffat right here is kind of on that bumper. When you're
Oh
following
yeah.
this close and you're trying to find your braking zones, it is so hard to see.
And you see he went pretty aggressive there, but backed out. He's trying to make that Porsche force a mistake as they're going down the straight. Almost side by side, can't quite get around, but he's got the better exit coming out of this corner. Let's see if he can make it to the
He's going to have the
this
outside.
hairpin. Oh,
Oh,
but
and
the
he's
296
getting...
coming down on the inside to make a move.
Oh, man. Taberner squeezing in there.
Moffitt slightly with the better exit here, but doesn't have the inside line. It's going to have to stay wide. You see this 296 coming back inside, but now Moffitt's got the preferred line here. Backs out.
That was probably smart to back out there.
That was probably
That's
the
a...
safe move there. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, especially on that corner. And it's easy
It,
to push a guy into a mistake and miss his braking post because the entire time
yeah.
he's looking in his mirror and can't see because his light is in his mirror. Very correct, yeah. Another
Yeah.
distraction. That's what night races are my favorite for flashing lights. Because it's on, off, on, off, on, off, on, off. And that
Yeah.
will mess with the driver so drastically. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, now I don't know. We're able to see those number plates come into play now. Where they, I don't know if we saw them in qualifying or I wasn't paying attention, but we've got the white plates and the red plates. So the white plates will be their own split. I think that's the pro am and the pro, and then the red
Yep.
plates are the am guys. So even though Moffitt's battling these guys for position, he won't actually gain a position up until he gets past P14 or so. But
Very true.
great racing from these guys.
Whoops. We're on with Trejo.
Here. Yeah. Oh, what an exit out of that
Oh!
corner. Man, he really had to get on the brakes to avoid that Mustang. The Mustang brakes early, forcing Trejo wide.
That hairpin's a tough corner because if you get two inside on that corner, spin out city.
Well, especially it's going to be different because these drivers are battling. We've got kind of not a ton of people on track, but we have a lot of people on track. And, you know, people are going to be braking early, maybe braking not where you expect them to because they're battling somebody in front. That Mustang getting sideways in front of Trejo. That's the 812 of Morris Jones. And so now you're having to, you know, you're trying to catch up, you're trying to be aggressive, but now maybe you're on a different line. People are braking at a different point than you're used to.
Getting those
You
flashers
see those
out there.
flashers.
He's saying, hey, stop
I think you,
all over the
Tony, whenever
road.
I see anybody flashing now.
That's great. I mean, they wrote the rule into the rule books because of me, so about flashing lights, so
Morris Jones trying to go on the inside there, not quite able to get the exit to get around that McLaren. But Trejo in the back here, just
he's waiting. He's waiting, yeah.
Lurking. And this is personally my favorite position. You can be annoying, you can be dangerous. The people in front of you, they have to recognize that you're there, but you're just lurking and you're just waiting for that mistake. That's what we saw happen to Moffitt by that Ferrari. That 296 was just able to be advantageous as they were battling, just able to sneak on the inside. Here we see that mistake coming from those
that
two
mistake
cars.
happened. That's what
Trejo
it
gets
took.
around two positions.
Just got to be patient. So I know a lot of people will try to push, but sometimes the best thing to do is just hold.
When you're pushing so aggressive like that, not only does it kill your tires, but you end up overdriving and just losing time anyway. You know, if you're able to be in that spot and just kind of wait for that mistake. Butter. I love to see that move.
A patient driver is a fast driver and is a smart driver as well. Yep. Patient and clean.
Yeah,
And
speaking of
Max is right on the hustle of Chase Jones. Right on the bumper. Pushing for first
a
place.
spin on Moffitt in P17 now.
Oh no.
Oh, that'll be worth going back to watch on stream. Maybe 15 or 30 seconds.
Yeah, let's see what happened here.
Such a good battle
On
coming
board
into that. The last couple corners here, side by side.
On board with Moffitt.
They were able to get around that corner. That Ferrari just running a little wide, collecting the back of that McLaren.
I mean, at least it wasn't much damage and it wasn't into a wall or a lot of time lost.
Yeah.
I mean, he lost speed on that straightaway, but that could have been a lot worse, but he's lost 2 positions. He can gain those back. He's got to bunker down there, Moffitt.
That's where we're saying, like, where we saw Moffitt back out of that corner earlier and let the Ferrari go by. I think that was a good move because when you're battling that close side by side with somebody, you know, we would all love to believe that it's like side by side racing and then like you eventually get the overtake on the other guy. That's like all the highlights we see and it's like super cool and it happens. But more often than not, I would say it ends up in getting spun. And you know, if you want to have that battle, then awesome, but backing out is just like, it's a surefire way. You may not get the position, but you're not going to lose anything. But not as exciting, you know. So
yep. By the way, this is Ronnie. He says, I do not know a Ronnie, and I do not know a Ronnie spelled that way. That makes me think of a horse. No offense. Seriously, no offense there. I just think of a horse going, nay, Ronnie.
That's Ronnie Pollard. He's in our rookie series.
Oh, okay.
Started in AM, didn't belong there.
Pollard,
got
you
moved
noob.
up into Pro Am. And then got moved up into Pro in 3 races.
Oh, I like being called a noob.
Got a decent battle going on here for P12 with Orbendorfer and Charles. These guys were side by side from about turn 3. I feel like there's going to be a lot of action coming up here, like when this chicane is just a monster. And it just takes the one time of cutting it a little too much.
That's all it takes.
See how unstable that Porsche gets.
With the pass. Oh, no, he's side by side.
Able to get side by side. He's going to have the preferred line going into this next corner, but he's going really wide, leaving lots of space here.
This is a tough corner.
Yeah. Watch that rear. Yeah. Charles not quite able to get that move done in Orbendorfer. But the battle is there for these guys. I'm sure we'll see this play on for a little bit longer now.
I want to head back up front real fast. Max Hustle still on the bumper of Chase Jones. Chase Jones has got to be sweating. He knows it's not an easy race. He's got to be on his P's and Q's. Hopefully, my fingers are crossed for Chase this time. When he switches over to his other driver is the one that has the connectivity issues. So I'm really hoping they don't get disconnected. I know it's been frustrating him because he's out of the point standing right now due to disconnections. So
yeah. And Max Hustle right now, I was gonna say something earlier, but we had so much excitement going on. Chase gets a little squirrely there coming out of the chicane. Chase and Max Hustle both had the purple lap at the same time, having the exact same time.
Oh, I didn't notice that. That's awesome.
But now Max Hustle with the purple lap Chase defending hard going into that corner.
Man.
And now you see how much Yantiri's caught up to Max Hustle now. Yantiri was about a second behind. Now
Yeah.
right up on the back of Max Hustle.
And going to that inside line.
Yeah, Chase staying pretty defensive here. Yantiri looking to sneak it.
Oh,
Curb.
no.
Unfortunate to see.
Man.
Oh,
Was
those
that
BSR
Yantari? Was
boys.
that Yantari and Hustle?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
Man, that is. I mean, unfortunate. It's really the only words you can use, but that moves Puddock and Zeitz into second and third place. Chase able to capitalize. He's 3 seconds in the lead now, taking that big sweat of having to battle Max Hustle off his radar now. He's able to just coast
Yeah.
along and just take it easy. Save those tires, save some fuel.
I haven't speaking of that, let me look at this. We haven't seen any penalties come up on the tower yet. I definitely expect to see one there. But I know this. I know this is live stewarded. I'm sure those guys are still trying to go through the first incident and make sure that they get everything done appropriately. But definitely
They're having
expect
a
to
hard
see
time.
some sort of penalty come through there for Yantiri, unfortunately. Yeah, man, Chase able to put 3 seconds on the P2 now.
Oh, you know what? I just figured out what me and Andrew are going to do Monday. Let's do this.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry, sneezing.
Oh, you're all right.
What's going on Monday?
Well, I'm in Phoenix, Arizona, so Andrew is a pilot, one of our beloved leaders in Noobs R Us, but he's going to be in town on Monday. So I'm going to go out and meet him. I want him to drive my Subaru. But we're going to get lunch or dinner or something like that. So I think I'm going to have him drive my Subaru through the twisties, and we'll end up at a bar restaurant at the very end, and then we can eat, and then I can take him back to his hotel.
Oh, hell yeah.
I just need to see if the restaurant is an actual restaurant that's open on Mondays.
We're on board. Looks like we were watching Crawl. And he's about half a second off of Soberg right now. Another BSR driver. My favorite thing about the Lambo, man, the car just screams. It just sounds so good.
That's such a beautiful car.
Again, with the night races, you don't really get to see the auxiliary lights. Like during the daytime, I never knew the Lambo. It's kind of got like a boxed-in roof with the lights going on. Looks pretty sweet. Soberg, not really going super defensive, but we see the Lambo going on the inside here, trying to make a move there. Maybe on this straight, able to finally break away, but they're side by side. Still, the Lambo's barely in front, able to stick it out to the hairpin, and great move. Probably able to get around Soberg there. And that's where we're going to see a lot of moves. I feel like you're going to, we saw Yantiri try to make that move on Max Hustle. That's where, we saw the big incident in lap 1 is on that turn 1, turn 2 sequence.
Yeah.
And Prawl kind of pulling away from Soberg here right now. Oh man, big incident for P19. We've got cars in the middle of the track. Not
Oh
quite
man,
sure
off track.
what
Yeah.
happened with that.
What's that number? 911? Let's see if we can see what happened here. Let's go back. On board with that 911. Number 911. In the 911.
Let's see what happened here. I think it.
Oh, he got
Oh,
collected, and it's a terrible camera angle. Oh, Moffat was a part of that. I just seen his car getting out of there. He's been
oh,
getting collected. That stinks. Again, shout out to Miss Moffat. I just want to say hi. That was coming from your son. He's, so.
oh.
Menus are very. Let me share this here.
Sweet. Man, I'm sorry. I cannot pronounce. I can't even wrap my brain around how to pronounce your last name. But the number 9 Aston, right now, about half a second back onto Burner. They're getting pretty close. They're side by side there through the chicane, but as they're kind of on the straight now, backing off just a little bit.
Matt Z. Lus. That T has to be silent. There's no way.
Yeah, Luziak? No. Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe Luziak?
that sounds good to
Sure.
me. Sounds good to me.
But their fast lap is about a second and a half back from to Burner, so as long as they can try to keep up those times. I'm not sure if maybe they got close, scrunch up from that incident that we saw earlier, but yellow flag for
Andrew
Langkow.
Casey.
Looks like that was just a turn 1 thing. We're watching Zeitz right now hold off Cheshire.
They're battling.
These guys are real close.
Real
Zeitz putting a little
close.
move on Puddock too. These cars catching up. That 343 Aston going to the outside. The Lambo's going to have to stay super narrow here.
What a battle.
This is going to be quite the battle going into turn 1. This is where we saw a huge changeup with these drivers going into turn 1, turn 2. As I'm looking at my map, I realize I'm confused. We're not anywhere close to that point yet, but so they're coming in the chicane now. Even Yantiri, which we saw getting that kerfuffle before, we see Yantiri at the back of this line. And we see back markers starting to come into play here. We've got P26. Puddock trying to get around him there. Oh, holy smokes! What a dive by that Aston!
Oh, wow.
Puddock getting wide. And we see Zeitz move up into P2 from that. Holy cow.
Yeah, that was some. That
I
was an
might just
event.
I'm gonna have to back that up and just watch it for myself, but we saw the Aston there just careen through that corner. Man, they just missed their breaking point, just being a little too aggressive.
2 hours,
Puddock,
32 minutes left in the race.
the Aston going super, going really aggressive to that corner, missing their line. Puddock had to react. Zeitz able to get that spot, move up into P2. But that's not going to hold back this train. We're now seeing Max Hustle and P6 kind of creeping up into the back of this train of 5 cars now. Zeitz about a second on Puddock, but we have these drivers, 5 drivers within 2 seconds of each other. And these guys should probably be, we're probably like halfway through their first stint.
Yep.
So
Halfway through 2 hours, 31 minutes left. So they're all going to be pitting within that 31 to 34 minutes as of now. 24 minutes.
right.
Got to subtract the one. Let's head back to 24th place. We're on board with Rainer Langau and that Audi trying to make up a position here on 23rd, getting almost side by side.
Yeah, we
No,
saw Lane Cow. He was involved in an incident we saw earlier. I can't remember if that was the lap 1 incident or maybe something else. But Lane Cow definitely driving with some damage. You kind of see on the left side of his car there. A couple drivers run wide. The Mustang
oh,
doing a little bit of crowd
oh,
control,
back and
coming back
forth.
across the track there.
Oh man. Oh
Lane
man.
Cow able to drive away cleanly from that, but now there's a 12-second gap, according to my race control, to the driver behind him.
14 seconds is what I'm looking at. 14 and a half,
Yeah,
15
that
seconds now.
Mustang careening through. Was that
Is
James?
he just sitting there? No, he's
The
still
big
driving.
oof
He's still driving.
Cospoon? No,
No,
that wasn't James.
it was Nicholas Woods.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, James.
I like to blame James too, so it's okay.
Man. But now Lane Cow, we see side by side with the 29 Ferrari. He's got the inside corner to the straight. Looks like he's going to be able to get that pass done as well.
Flashing some lights. To the inside. A Mustang
Man.
backing off significantly.
Yeah. If Nick Woods, I wouldn't be surprised. I know it's early. Yeah, not going in the pits though, but you can see that light kind of flashing when he's tapping his brakes. He's got a lot of front end damage there. He's getting flash. We've got Sober coming up behind him. Unfortunate for Nick Woods, because so now he's got a lot of damage. He's now back marker. You've got, your traffic coming up behind you. Would you have pit there, Tony, after getting into that incident? Or would you have stayed out on track?
If it wasn't affecting my driving ability, like if my car's still driving straight, I can still brake and hit my markers. Maybe it's a little bit off. I wouldn't pit yet. I'd run it out.
Yeah.
Because when you have these endurance type of series, it's all about because if you pit now, you're gonna have to pit before the end of the race, half hour into it.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
like it's almost beneficial even with significant damage to push it out and just wait versus pitting because as soon as you pit, that's to me that's like taking a hard L and it's like damn.
Right. We still have a couple decent battles here. We have a lot of people falling off. We got you Donor back in P21 fighting for that 20th position. Excuse me. And then we've got our train of 5 for that P2 spot. We've got Zeitz all the way back to P6 with Max Hustle. We're also seeing on the tower some penalties start to come out as well. Those penalties will be observed when they go into their pit. So if you see that a driver has a 10 plus 10 seconds, they'll have that 10-second added onto their pit time. And y'all know I like to look at the trap speed. And wouldn't you know it, it's on a Lexus, 272 kilometers an hour. Couldn't it tell you where the trap is at? I would assume
We got
it would be
Goofy.
near the end of like near turn 1 or something.
We got Goofy asking what happened to Yantari. He thought he was in first. He was actually in third place, coming up to Max Hustle and Chase Jones, and then him and Max Hustle got into it, and he accidentally spun out Max Hustle, spun himself out, so he lost a lot of positions. Turn 1. So that's what happened to Yantari.
You donor going on the outside. Oh man, you seen that?
Oh, turn
You
1
saw that coming.
again.
You saw that coming from a little ways away. Not leaving that
Oh,
space. We're gonna see a lot of moves made there, but you've got to leave that space on the inside for those drivers. And if you're on the inside, you have to make sure that you're braking accordingly, because if you're going to run wide and hit that driver, it's going to be on you. So it's a lot of penalties are going to be seen there at that corner.
we'll take a look again here at Yantari. He's currently in 4th place, trying to work his way back up there. So he's not doing bad based off where he was before, but he still has some ground to make. He is right behind 3rd place, but 3rd place is 3 seconds off of 2nd place. And then 2nd place is almost 7 seconds off of 1st place.
Yeah, Interior, I'm not sure how much damage he's going to have. But that's where we saw that incident there. Definitely has the pace to catch up. I mean, he's back into P3. But he's got Puddock behind him, who's definitely going to take any opportunity to get around on a mistake. We saw that earlier. And then Cheshire, who's got the pace, and then Max Hustle, who we also saw up in P2. So these guys are about halfway through their stint, so they're going to start feeling those tires drop off a little bit. It's going to start getting a little squirrely, especially on the exit of some of these corners. And we've always got that chicane where we've seen drivers lose it there, so
Yep.
anything can happen.
Hop back a couple of spaces back to Ryan Cheshire. He's currently in battle for 4th place, trying to find his way to the inside. We're going into turn 1. Let's see if they can keep it clean. Kept it clean. He gets that position done. Good overtake by the 343 Cheshire. Nicely done.
Yeah, that's how you want to overtake on that corner too. I think Puddock backed out a little bit there to keep it safe, but way to recognize that, and good move there on the inside by Cheshire.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That battle for the top, those 5 cars, they're falling off a little bit, but they're all still within about a second of each other.
Chase Jones running away with it at this point. He's 7 seconds ahead in the lead.
Yeah. It's unfortunate that we saw that incident there between Yantiri and Max Hustle there for that P2 spot. But Chase Jones is just having a little bit of sigh of relief. He's 7 seconds
Oh,
ahead of
yeah.
Zeitz right now.
Oh, yeah. Big
It
sigh of
sucks that it
relief.
happened, but man,
He wasn't
he's really
collected, so
benefiting from that.
he wasn't collected, and it wasn't his fault. So he's like, you know what?
Yeah. It's a
I'm
win-win.
a happy boy.
Yeah, I figure you'd like seeing that Lexus with the top trap speed there.
Oh, of
By
course.
Silberg.
It always has the highest trap speed.
We actually have a tie for the high trap speed. The other one being a McLaren at P27 with Pakua.
Really?
Hitting a 272 kilometers an hour as well.
Meow. Everybody is a little split up away. Everyone's close to around a second. Not everyone, but the drivers that are close to each other are around 8/10 to a second from off to each other. So nobody really battling too close for a position. Not super close. I mean, 8/10 of a second is a lot, but in racing, it seems like it's forever.
Yeah, Moffitt putting this pressure. He's about 4/10 off right now, off of Luziak.
We got Burkhoff asking if that was a 488 he's seen. It might have been. We might have
we
a
do have.
488 on track.
Yeah, we do have a 488 on track. I'm trying to remember which one it is. That's P32 H Lee is in the 488.
Hung Sung Lee.
We also saw a.
And he's gonna cut that chicane.
We also saw a drive-through, at least on my race control, come out for a driver. I can't remember which one, but track limit's definitely going to be in effect too. Oh, Lee getting a little, cutting too much curb there.
Commentator cursing that 488. That
Holding his brakes though through the end there, and looks like we're going to see a safe rejoin come out of him. He's going to wait for this 296 to go through.
Yeah, he's doing it all right. It looks like he backed up. He's waiting to get his angle correct. Let another car pass and cut
Letting
on the
these other
track.
guys go through.
I just want to see him get back on track safely. There we go. Okay.
Good job, Lee.
Good job, Lee, but that's going to push him back into 32nd place. So that kind of stinks as far as position goes. Not as far as racing goes, just as far as position goes.
Yeah. And we see Nick Woods now in the pits. It looks like he's just coming out now. But still, so he waited to go into the pits, but now he's in the pits too soon. Like you were saying, Tony, now they're gonna have to take an extra pit stop now.
Yep.
So you waited to go into the pits, maybe 10 or so minutes. You waited to go into the pits. Now you've gone into the pits, and you're still gonna have to pit again. You know, you fixed that damage now, but man, you could have fixed that 10 minutes ago. Saved yourself some time.
Max Hustle still with the fastest lap so far at a 141.8. That's not the fastest lap. I see Chase Jones with a 141.7.
Max Hustle's fastest lap right now is a 41.192.
Oh, mine is definitely off then. Let's hop over here. Hop back in here to see if it changed 142.0. Yeah, mine's not showing the fastest time then. So I showed at a 142.0. But then I look at 1 through 4 all have a 141.8, 9, 7. So don't know what's going on.
Huh.
That's okay.
Yeah, maybe their last lap. I'm not sure.
You know what I realize is I don't think anybody on track is in a Mercedes.
Yeah, no AMGs out today.
We're going to have an ad break running here, ladies and gentlemen. Again, if you don't want to see the ads, you can always subscribe to the Noobs R Us channel. If you are a member of Amazon Prime, you can use a 1 free month Prime subscription, and you can always log in and subscribe to us to avoid those commercials. But we're going to go ahead and run a 2-minute ad right now. Just hang out with us, and we'll be right back. I always say we'll be right back, but we're not actually going anywhere. It's just for those people running the ads. For them plebs.
Got Devin Anthony in P27, putting a little bit of pressure on Pakua. Here.
I'm really surprised to see Devin so far back in the pack that we are seeing him today.
Yeah.
He didn't qualify to the best of positions, so you know you could expect him to see him back here, but
he's actually up 3 spots from where he qualified. So either must have just had something happen during qual, or maybe he didn't maybe he wanted to qual at the rear, or maybe that's just how it shook out. Maybe we've got that, you know.
Tom Morris Jones is going around Luciak. Let's hop back to Donner. Donner is in a battle right now with Stoltz for a position for P19. Oh, what the heck?
Ooh, man, super close in that chicane. We see Donor get that bump on the Ferrari. We talk about all the time the commentators curse. I mean, we
Yeah.
just walked to that car and we see Donor get real close to that and just tap the Ferrari there. It looked like the Ferrari just parked it on the corner there. Donor just wasn't sure. He was in the brakes, he was slowing down, but still just tapped that guy. Now I see Stoltz back down 2 positions from that. And Donor and Lang Hao able to get around in there.
Able to get around. All right, let's move it back up to Kim Max Hustle. Trying to make a move here for P5 on Puttock.
I just saw those flashers come through on my screen. We also start to see the penalties coming out for these cars. You know, we're starting to get into where they're going to have to pit for their stint. So live stewards doing their thing, making sure they get the penalties out before these guys come into pit, just to make sure that they can get those out the way. Major pressure coming from Max Hustle here, though, on the Puttock. I love seeing all the backfires coming out of the exhaust on these night races. This guy's coming up into the chicane. Good exit for both drivers there. Puttock able to put a little bit of space. Also notice you see Max Hustle with that 15-second penalty. Not sure what incident that came from, but that's going to push him down a ways.
Yeah, it is 15 seconds. That's a significant. And we got a
That's a big one.
disqualification. I don't know if you touched up on that, but number 31 has been disqualified. P31.
I was curious. I didn't see that he had a DSQ, but I saw it. Looks like he just popped out a server. But I'd seen him sitting in the pits there for a minute under yellow flag, but I didn't see anything for that, so it's unfortunate for him.
Yeah.
Good battle for Moffitt and Morris Jones here. We got Moffitt, Morris Jones, and Pietrowicz all pretty close to each other, and we're definitely going to see these drivers. No penalties for any of these guys. So we're going to come into the pits. You know, they're probably going to take tires, do their driver swap, and then come out. We'll see how close they are when they get out of the pits.
You can
And
see
that
Mason.
Pit entry.
Yep.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say that pit entry is something that you want to just like get down to the wire, just because it's gonna make you that much faster. But
I hate when I pull into the. I hate when I pull into the
stop
pit.
and go 30 so fast.
Oh yeah. I hate when I pull into the pits and I throw the pit limiter on like a mile before the pit board. And I'm like,
Yeah.
dang it. But I never turn it off because I'm like, if I do, I'm going to speed right through that thing and get a penalty. So just might as well hang on to it.
Yeah, you're gonna want to definitely. It seems like free real estate when you're going into a pit, because everybody goes in a little cautious, but you go in there a little too quick, you know, and you're going to be battling for this position. But now you've got to come back around, stop in the pits for 30 seconds, and go back out. That's a significant amount of time lost.
Yeah, it is.
We see that 488 off track there slightly. driving through the grass. I was just thinking a little bit ago, there ought to be, I don't know if this is a thing, but there ought to be points given for just finishing the race. You know, like you think about when we see these events and we see somebody getting like an incident early and then they just quit. I actually saw a Jimmy Broadbent video on it where, you know, what's to keep people from like just spamming races. Oh man, we see Moffitt and Morris Jones side by side going into turn one. Seen lots of accidents here. Moffitt backs out just a little bit, letting that Mustang through. We've seen
Moffitt's
some
had
really,
quite a race so far.
yeah, we've seen some really safe driving come from Moffitt. I think we saw him get into that one incident where they went side by side, maybe realizing now that, you know, or maybe he just doesn't want to mess with it. Moffitt trying to get around that McLaren.
Mr. Bobby Joe Huckleberry saying, well, dang, is that Subi sitting in with Tony Pretty in the booth? Now, are you calling me pretty? Or are you just saying we're sitting pretty
Oh,
in the
Moffitt
booth?
getting a little tap from the back from that McLaren. That McLaren trying to let him by. Yeah,
That
Bobby Joe.
McLaren is a back marker. So you would
Yeah,
hate to see it come in contact with them. Pretty
yeah.
Tony, hey. Sitting
He was.
pretty in the pretty booth. I love it. I am pretty.
Yeah, you'd
I'm a
hate. I
pretty
know that
man.
back marker was just trying to lose as little time as possible. But man, you would hate to like get that pass done on that back marker and then get sent through a corner because you got a little bump draft going on.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
like I was saying earlier, like there ought to be a point, like a significant amount of points given for just completing a race. I think,
Pretty Tony
you
and
know, because
sexy Subi. Are you sexy Subi?
I don't know.
Is that you? I think that's you.
I don't know.
So sexy. All right, let's hop. Oh, wait, we're still on with Moffitt and Morris. Oh, the driver right ahead of them. They're right on each other's bumper. Morris
Is
Jones.
that a
Ooh,
is
Moffitt to
that
the inside.
Pietrowicz? Yeah. And this is where we were saying earlier, Moffitt is that back car. I would just let Morris Jones. You've got 8 minutes till you're gonna pit. Your tires are pretty cooked. I would just let Morris Jones and Pietrowicz do their thing. You see the Ford there trying to make some moves, getting the do a little mind punt. I know
Yeah.
my style of driving is not like a whole lot of other people's, but if I were Moffitt here, I'd just let these guys go at it.
No, same. I'd let him go at it too. I would just, the only thing I'd be worried about is that car behind me, just making sure that they don't get close enough to me. But I would try to
Yeah.
get right on, if I was Moppet, I would try to get around on Morris Jones's rear end and just stay as glued to that as I can until my pit.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to. You want to be lurking, but you don't want to be far enough back. We see the Mustang going for their pit, so Moffat able to get around anyway.
Now, seeing here that Mustang is pitting early, that is going to play into the long game because the earlier you
Yeah,
pit, it's going to stack time, and you're going to have to end up pitting before your stint timer runs out because you have a 65-minute stint timer. Um, so it's going to be he might have to pit again on the towards the last couple of laps.
yeah, we've got 127 minutes left, and depending on the stint timer, um, yeah, that may come back to. I don't actually know. Is the stint timer 55 minutes? Is that pretty standard?
65 minutes, yeah, that's standard.
65. Okay.
Yeah.
So I mean, yeah, they're cutting it close, but that Mustang should be okay. But we're also looking here. I'm looking at everybody's stint timers. Not many people have pit yet, so I would assume that we're gonna see a ton of people come into the pit, either on this next lap or the lap after. Well, no, never mind. I'm still too early. We're gonna see people pit soon, but maybe just trying to skip out on the chaos there.
Skip, skip, skip. Chaos, chaos, chaos. I'm excited. I'm gonna hang out with Andrew Casey on Monday. Hang out with the big cheese himself. On board with Cheshire, trying to make his up and coming move on Prawl. He's got some catching up to do. He's currently 0.4. Oh, that happened pretty. Oh no,
Yeah, side by side with Woods there.
that was a back marker Woods. So I was thinking he was overtaken already. I was like, that was fast. I barely said anything.
Yeah. Yeah, I had to double check my race control too. I was like, dang, he was close, but not that close. Yeah, a couple battles. We got Cheshire moving in on Prawl, and then of course we got Moffat and Pietrowicz. But these guys coming into pits soon. Penalties are going to be observed. I've seen some stop-in or some drive-throughs for some people. So the order may get shaken up here pretty soon. I can't ever see 343 and not think of Guilty Spark.
That's a Halo reference, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I was thinking so. Because when you say 343, all I think is Master Chief.
Yeah. Well, it's like whenever I forget who it is. Maybe it's that Chief guy runs number 117 in our rookie series,
Oh,
and it
does
always
he?
cracks me up. Yeah.
That's funny. Spartan 117.
Yeah.
Chase, our pole leader, currently sitting 9.8 seconds in the lead. Might as well call it 10 seconds. 10 seconds in the lead right now. His battle of Max Hustle, he must be relieved and not have to stress about that. Let's
Yeah.
look.
The only thing I'm sure the only thing he's stressing about now is I'm not sure if they're doing that driver swap like you were talking about, but
I'm going to hop over to
hope
SimGrid here. I want to see what the standings are so far. Are we able to see that?
in
It's
the
hard because
Enduro,
they're broken up into different races.
yeah, in the Enduro announcements, if you scroll up a little bit, Jeremy posted the preliminary standings update is the one that I was looking at earlier, and it's all on the same page.
Okay, I'll look there.
Yeah, Chase Jones, 9 seconds up. Hopefully, I'm not sure if he's racing with. I guess I can look to see the drivers. Yeah, Smith Adams there, but been having some troubles, which is interesting because I believe these servers that we're using for our Enduro series are based in Europe. I think, just for the international crowd that we have. So it's interesting that he's having that many issues with the
27
server, but
27 275 is currently in the race lead right now in the Ferrari 296 GT3 in the series right now. It's a Baller Squad Racing Boys.
yeah, that's Yantiri in
Yanteri, okay.
275, and then Chase Jones and Smith Adams in 274.
274, currently 7th position overall with 102 points. First place has 146 points. So, man, that's a lot of room to improve.
Yeah.
That's tough. Look at Cost Moon cashing in the speed tokens. All right. Let's take a look at Casaboon. Casaboon's sitting prettily. That's a word I just made up. Casaboon, Casaboon. P22. Adding up all those speed tokens. He said, I don't care if the other drivers have to pit. I'm done with my racing after this stint. Let's see if we can see him cashing in a speed token. Speed
Did he
tokens
have
to any
a
of those
drive-through?
drivers? Not a drive-through, I don't think.
Oh, okay.
It
He
just
just
looks
got a
like
check.
BB in Unknown is saying that he's been out there cashing out those speed tokens. Again, speed tokens are track limits. So if you put more than 2 tires off the track, you're getting a speed token. You get 3 speed tokens on that 4th one, it's a drive-through. Oh, he already served his drive-through. Sean Bramer?
It's BB and Unknown. We're starting to see some drivers come to pit now.
Oh!
We've got
Hey, Sean!
the Jones and Zeitz and Bankador all coming into pits right now. You see Yantiri staying out on track. We've got Max Hustle staying out on track. Puddock, Prawl. So we're starting to see this order shake up a little bit.
You'll see them come into the pits here within the next couple of minutes. All
Yeah,
drivers will have to pit.
Max Hustle able to get around Puddock at some point, back up in that P2 position right now, but that 15-second penalty going to be observed when he comes into pit. It's really going to push him down.
To anybody watching that doesn't know, if you look on the left-hand side there, you'll see the driver's name, their card number with their plate, whether they're a pro driver, amateur driver, white plate, red plate. Next to that, you'll see a yellow box. It'll have a 2, a 1, or it'll be green. That's how many pit stops they must complete before the race is over. There are mandatory pit stops included. So if you don't hit those, then you are severely penalized. But you'll see some drivers have only 1 pit stop left. Some drivers have 2 pit stops left. But you'll have to satisfy that before the race ends in an hour and 58 minutes.
Yeah, we've only seen it happen a couple times, but these drivers, an hour and 1 minute into their stint so far, if they go over that, I think last time I was looking, if you go over the hour and 5 minutes, it doesn't matter if you're going to come in and pit that lap. If you go over the hour and 5 minutes period, it's a significant penalty.
Yeah. That is very true.
And at this point, I'd say the window now, for these guys, if you're to pit now, you'd be fine. It's just, are they going to try to undercut? We see Antiri trying to stay out a little bit later. Maybe they're in that clean air. They like their pace. Fewer drivers on track. They're going to try to get a couple laps in. There's not as many
There's not too many
penalties as I
drivers
thought.
close to each other either.
We see a P13 to burner, stop and go 30. Somebody sped into the pits there. That's gonna be a bingo.
I like how you said that. Stop and go 30.
Yeah. You see P29, Malinkaniko. Stop and go 30 as well, speeding into that pit lane. And we were talking about it earlier. Trying to ink out that time, and just, it doesn't take much. But what a harsh penalty.
Mew, mew, mew. Drivers out on track separating away from each other. We got drivers coming into the pits now. We got P2 and P3 positions.
861, we just seen a server Stop and go 30 come in for car 861.
Senor Michael Piatzowitz coming out on track with that. Oh, he still has a stop and go 30 to serve.
Yeah. I just saw the server come in for that, so it must have been that's the live stewards coming in doing their thing.
Okay.
But not sure. It said for causing a collision with another car, so I'm not sure if that was on
Stop
pit
and
or
go
what.
30. That's vicious.
Yeah, we see C Mooney. 424 speeding in pit lane. And we see our top 5 drivers now coming into pits as well.
Yep. Getting it out of the way like we expected.
Hey, we see Nathan Smith Adams in the BSR car behind the wheel. We're gonna see a ton of new names that we haven't seen yet.
Yep. Hardest part about that is knowing which driver they're associated to.
Yeah. We've been calling out the same driver for an hour, and now they've all changed. And
coming through your top 1 through 5 position, swapping out for Chase Jones, we have Nathan Adams. We have Daniel Bourne sliding into 2nd place. We got Emre Barak Sunmez sliding into 3rd place here. Thomas Lifke falling into 4th place. And then Senor Puttock is still in 5th place, which it looks like he is running he's running a double stint, so at least as of right now.
yeah, Max Hustle back down to P8 with that 15-second penalty in the pits, but even with that 15-second penalty just down to P8, it's not as bad as what I thought it was going to be. We'll have to see what these drivers can do if they throw down a new fast lap. The track is cooling down, I would assume, at this point.
Oh, I mean,
it
was already cooled, but it's cooling.
Yeah. Is it still an optimum track? I can't see on my...
Yes, it is still optimum.
Engineer.
Optimum 17 degrees Celsius. With a 13-kilometer headwind, heading about westbound. Driver off track in the background. Not certain who that was. It was either Piatowicz or
That's
Melancinino.
P29. Melancinino.
Melancinino.
Doesn't seem to be moving. No inputs for them. Let's see if I can... Well, they just kind of drove off track there, so I wonder if they had a hardware issue. No, I've had a... Yeah, I can't remember what race it was for. Misano? Yeah, it was Misano, actually. I qualified like P2 or P3. I qualified really well in our rookie series, and my USB hub died.
Oh no.
And so it disconnected my wheel, but now I've got my wheel and my pedals plugged directly into my computer and my other stuff on the hub.
I run a USB hub, yeah, and I got like 8 things plugged into it. I'm always worried it's gonna die out on me.
But I had to, because it disconnected and reconnected, I had to quit out of ACC and open it back up to get my wheel to reconnect to the game. But qualifying had ended, so I went from like P2, P3 to starting it at the last spot on the grid. And there's nothing more frustrating than when your hardware malfunctions.
Very true. Call out to any drivers that have been on track and have swapped out. If you guys want to hop into the booth here, right, give us a rundown of your stint. We'd greatly love to have you. If you're upcoming to race as well and you want to chat a little bit, hop on in the booth, hop on in the standby. We'll drag you guys in for a little bit of a chat Torino. I wish my dog could speak English.
The wife and I, we just ended up watching Shrek last night,
I
and with like
watched
the talking
I wa-
donkey and
I
everything,
watched
that
all of
movie
the
still
Shreks the
holds
other
up.
day. Yeah, it does. I watched all of the Shreks like 2 weeks ago on Hulu. One through however many there are. All right, we got Nicholas Woods here hopping in the standby room. Let's go ahead and pull him in. Shane, you want to go ahead and interview the man?
Sure.
Hello.
Nick
Hello.
Woods. We saw some crowd control coming in from the Mustang there.
Yeah, I was fully turned, but I could not get away from him.
It was we saw you come out with quite a bit of damage from that. You decided to stay on track, and then we saw you pit maybe 10 minutes or so earlier. Are you guys I'm not super familiar with like the stint timers, but are you guys worried about having to pit an extra time with your stint timer now, or?
No, we used the timer on the phone and we kind of just like guessed it. So I
Okay.
kind of used the rest of my stint, repaired the car and went back out.
Awesome.
Noticed I was losing time like 5 seconds every lap, so I was like, maybe I should probably pit and repair.
Yeah. Was there how has the Enduro series been going for you guys so far? Is it something that you do another one of?
I love doing endurance racers, so I personally would. I don't know about him. It's kind of a 50-50 shot because he also does like the broadcasting for ORL, and he's also a steward. So some of the races he couldn't participate with me.
Who's
But
your teammate?
Christian Julian or Koju.
Okay. Yeah, we see him down in oh yeah, the 33 Mustang. That's right. Was there how do you guys go about prepping, and how's the setup feeling for you guys?
I use Go setups. That's what I use. So that's what we have on the car. I'm not familiar with setups. I really need to join your guys' class thing that you guys do.
Yeah.
So I can learn more about setups and I can make my own. And because
Yeah, we just ended up finishing that up, and I think we recorded this last one, but there will definitely be something in the Discord when we do another one of those workshops. And always got to commend you for the liveries on your cars. They always look really good.
I'm planning on if I can join the races for I see you guys have Spooky Spa, and
Oh, Spooky Spa is a blast. I highly recommend joining that
I'm
race.
probably gonna come up with some type of Halloween-esque
Yep, that's what we do
livery
on
for the
Spooky Spa.
Mustang.
Like we've seen the Noobs Are Us livery. We've seen like ghost liveries where it's kind of like ghosted out, or there's like a ghost on the car. We've seen Frankenstein liveries. We've seen jack-o'-lantern liveries. So anything and everything is welcome and appreciated.
Yeah, if you
Yeah,
ever
I'll I'll do my best.
if you ever get bored and want to throw together a mystery machine for the GTR, I wouldn't be upset about it.
Mystery machine.
Yeah.
I'll probably have to look that up. I might not know what that is
The
off the
Mr.
top of my head right
Oh
now.
Scooby
my
Doo,
god.
Oh
Scooby
yeah,
Doo,
the
the
Scooby
Mystery
Doo, Scooby Doo.
Machine.
My childhood just thrown out the window.
Yeah, and you're like, I don't even
Making
know
me
what
feel
that
old.
is. Who's Scooby Doo?
I could come up
Awesome.
with something.
Awesome. Well, you guys, you guys have a goal? Are you just looking to kind of maintain your spot, or are you trying to make like any significant moves for the rest of the race, or are you just out here? What's the plan for the rest of the race?
Um, Usually when I race, when I'm in your guys' GT3 rookie series, I just try to place as high as I can and try to show that I am improving. And so far, I've gone from last. I started in the Mustang, and I'm kind of ending with it. And it's going to be the car you guys probably see a lot.
I like the
Awesome.
Mustang.
How's how are you liking the Mustang with the new the bop?
I love this car. I feel like it's the only car I can really control next to maybe the BMW and Nissan that comes second and third. But it is the car I'm probably the best with. And I feel like myself dominate with on the track.
Nice. Yeah, I've been trying to get into some more front-engine cars myself, just because I usually primarily drive mid-engine stuff. And I was kind of driving the Mustang around Spa the other day, and even I could kind of notice the difference with the different bop because I haven't driven it since it was changed. So, but it's always cool to, be able to see you in the same car and seeing what livery you're going to be running this time.
I actually own the 2010 version of this car in real life, so I love Mustangs.
Awesome. Yeah, Jeremy has a Mustang as well. I'm going to butcher what year it is, but I know it's he's got pictures of it in the Discord. Yeah, well, awesome. Do you have anything for the stream or?
Probably nothing I could actually say because I'm streaming myself.
No worries. Awesome. Well, cool. Well, thanks for hopping in the booth with us, and good luck on the rest of your stint. And
Thank you.
hope to see you guys move up a couple spots.
I hope so. I'm trying my best.
Cool. Good luck,
All right.
man.
Thank
Good
you.
luck, buddy.
Well, that was number 33 Mustang, Nick Woods, teammate C. Julian, and currently in P28 right now.
Let's take a look at him. Back here
but
hanging out by himself.
We've got we had like 4 or 5 cars leave server since then, so.
What are we at? We're at 29. We started with 33, so we're about down 4 drivers as of now.
Yeah.
Four cars. I've had to,
So
unfortunately, pit out.
It's always awesome when the drivers, like Tony was saying, if you guys want to hop up in the standby channel, Tony and I will drag you down and kind of talk about how your race is going, and it breaks it up for us. And it's always cool to like talk to the drivers after they've done their stint. They may be able to mention something that we didn't see, or.
Oh yeah, yeah. They get to have a little bit more information that we didn't have, and we always love getting that. So we welcome you guys to join the stream.
Yeah, if you're are you back at your computer, Tony? I may just go
I
grab
am.
some water real fast.
How do you know I left my computer?
I don't know. When you asked me if I wanted to do interviews, I just assumed that you were going to go grab a snack or something.
I did. I totally did.
I'm going to do the same. I'll be right
Okay,
back.
do the same. Do the same, bud. We still have an hour, 43 minutes left in this race today here at Imola. We're racing this with our ORL and our Noobs. Oh, no! Oh, what an accident we just saw. I was going to start talking about Twitch and Prime subs and all this stuff. And oh my goodness. That was an accident and a half. And yeah, Sean, what the, how do you not know the Mystery Machine? Come on. Are we that old, really, already? We don't know Scooby-Doo and the Mystery Machine? Let's see. Is anybody close? James Cosmoon is kind of close to Maximilian Swatsky in that 911 Porsche. He's still trying to continue, trying to gain ground. We're coming up to this sharp left-hander. Being on the brakes here is tough because it's like, you want to push it so much, and you feel like you can carry a lot of speed going to that corner. And James able to carry a lot more speed than Swatsky and able to get that position gained on him. Good job, James. the speed of that Mustang. The Mustang used to be a lot faster, but it's since had its muscles gutted. So thank you to Titus for giving us a follow about 5 minutes ago. We appreciate you having you here watching the stream with us. We do recommend, if you guys are new to this series or you're just stopping by to catch the stream, hop on over to the Noobs R Us on Discord and come take a look. Come be a part of the community. Come and do some races with us. It's something that we strongly encourage. So get on out there, get on with us, and come join us in some racing. Meow, 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 meow. Kasaboon's still hauling balls. He's going to be heading down straight here into the chicane. You're going to watch and brake. Brake, 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 brake. Inside, inside. Back on throttle. And you're just going to floor it. Stay on that throttle as fast as you can. You're going to do a little bit of a right-hander here. And there's a sign on the right that I look for. I brake at that sign. Brake. Brake, 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 brake. Inside. Back on throttle heavy. Second gear. Off throttle. Just coast. Back on throttle. Brake the least amount as possible is is what you're trying to do. Max Hustle still in 6th place, trying to gain back all those positions that he lost early in the race. He's 1 second off of 5th place, and then 11, 20, 3. He's 40 seconds off of 1st place. And he used to be right behind 1st place, so that stinks. But I like this livery of the Mustang. It reminds me of, if you look at the front of the car, it reminds me kind of like a Kodak symbol. Or when you print a first sheet and you do a test print, and it's got all those lines at the bottom of the page. That's what it reminds me of. Beckendorf, 8.8 seconds behind Oscar. Did he get that pass on him already? Yeah, he got that pass on Oscar. Way to go. Good job, Beckendorf. So how's the chat doing today? Let's get a little bit more talking going on. What's everyone doing? Are you guys excited for the race? Are you in the race? Are you a part of this race and you're just waiting for your stint to come up? Are you not doing anything in the race and you're just watching with us? Do you have a busy weekend ahead of you? Do you have a very calm weekend ahead of you? How's it going? I'm in here by myself right now, so it's all Gucci. Fastest lap on track right now is by your Senor Kim Max Hustle, 141.0. I know he was at a 141 for a while. Had the first stint, now chilling. This race is a fever dream. You know what? I have that sense that it could be that way. It's tough not only just in the night, but Imola is a tough track to hit all your points, not go off track. A lot of flow, a lot of ebbing and a lot of flowing, right? So it's about coasting, taking that speed, not braking too heavily, but you need to brake just enough. Just enough. And it's about finding, I got the hiccups. That stinks. Oh, I took forever to swallow. Silly, silly hiccups. Let's see if we got anybody closer on track with each other. We got a couple drivers here fighting right now. A big pack here. It looks like we got 6 cars all within a second of each other. Meow, 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 meow. Heading to that inside. Oh, car spins off. He's able to squeeze by. I don't think that car was for position, but now it's out of his way. So he's like, you know what? Time to hunker down and get going. Let's hop back just one position further to Andrew Casey. Or I'm sorry, Casey Swansinger, not Andrew Casey. I always hear that Casey name and get confused. Just rolls off the tongue. Ben Oberndorfer is right on the bumper of Oscar. You're going to be heavy on the, not heavy on the brake, light on the brake, carry that speed around. Now heavy on the brake. Turn, 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 turn. Oh, a little bit of a bump and he spins him out. Oscar gets spun out. We sorry to see that, Oscar. We apologize. But it's just racing is racing, and those are just some incidents that tend to happen, unfortunately. We can't get caught up. We can't allow ourselves to be frustrated by it. We just got to put our head down and just run our laps. Ooh, excuse me. Everyone on track is well within 2 seconds of each other. So it's hard to exactly find somebody that's competing for a position here. We see Max Hustle giving the brights on Swatsky saying, hey, I'm here. I need to get by. I got some positions to make. Please let me by. I'll probably get let by here on turn 1. Yeah, Porsche's on the brakes a little bit early, allowing him to slide in through and just continue along on his route. Let's go, boys! I'm just making up a name. I forget who you are. I remember that I know you, but I don't remember your name. But it's okay. You're just making up a name, so how am I supposed to remember? Standings, Max Hustle, Cheshire, Solberg, Backendor, Piatzowitz. Oh, the Piatzowitz are right next to each other. We got one in 22nd place, one in 23rd place. That'd be a lot of fun, racing with family members. Let's see, is anybody close to anybody else? Max Hustle! Get that onboard going. We're now on board Max Hustle. He's going to stay on the throttle, cut left here. He's going to brake in between the boards coming up here on the right. Brake. Oh, he took it a little bit longer out there. Nice. Back on the throttle, pushing it wide. And on the brake. He's going to cut to the inside here. Get back on throttle, face it towards the straight entry. Or straight exit. Listen to that Mustang scream. Chicane is coming up. You'll notice on the left, this should start braking at the rumble strip. Cut inside. Stay left. Floor it. Max really is hustling today. Late on the brakes. To the inside. To the inside and floor it. Oh, a little bit loose on the exit there. Not as fast as he wanted to exit, but still a quick lap overall. I was an onboard with Max Hustle.
I'm back.
Hey, he's back, ladies and gentlemen. Just been talking to myself like a lunatic.
They do be like that sometimes up here in the booth.
I do be like that. It do be like that. It do be like that.
Doobie doo?
Doobie
Scooby-Doo?
doobie doo. Where are
What is that?
you?
Who is Scooby-Doo?
Hi,
I
back.
still
I
can't
am
believe that.
Sean. Oh, goodness. Did Sean just really pull a dad joke out on us?
If
Oh, Bramer.
if you guys are interested in doing broadcasting stuff, like to stream the races, we don't really seem to have anybody that wants to. And there's
I
we'll
never
see.
bring that up. That is actually a great point. Yeah, we're
Yeah,
always looking for
if
broadcasters. As far of now, I know Jeremy is doing the rookie series on Tuesdays, but he's going to be currently moving. He's going to have to take a step back. So I think I'm going to slide into that Tuesday spot. Uh,
oh, are you?
yeah, I think so. I think it because I enjoy racing a lot, but I enjoy streaming as well. It's a little bit less stress on myself. And I like getting my, as dumb as it sounds, I like getting my name out there. I like getting the Tony name out there. So it's like, if I join you in a chat, it's like, oh, hey, it's Tony. He's the streamer. Hey.
Yeah, I know he mentioned it to me too. I know. Well, he was mentioning it like in our management chat. If you guys are looking to get involved with Noobs and you guys want to get involved with like some of the back end stuff, there's definitely a staff application form you can fill out for different stuff that you want to get into. If you want to try to get into stewarding, if you want to get into event coordinators, stuff like that, we do
If
have
you
an
want to
event
get,
application down
yeah, event
in
coordinator
the
sets up
Discord.
the race. They get everything set up for the race. They make sure, the race is coordinated.
Yeah, it definitely takes a lot of people that you don't know to put on an event like this. We've got, probably 2 or 3 live stewards going on right now. Shout out to them. And we've got our event coordinators. I think Andrew, Jeremy, and Drew are probably involved in putting this together, and Sean maybe. Um, and we have our streamers and everybody that puts it together. So it's it takes a lot of people to put this together, and it's all volunteer basis because we love it. And um,
Yeah, we just like being a part of the
so,
community.
but yeah, I know he mentioned that he's not going to be able to stream the rookie series, and like part of like what makes this hobby awesome is that like we do stream it and you can like watch your races and all that and hear all the commentary for it. As we have a pretty awesome battle going on right now with Franzen and oh god,
Yeah, the name Oscar. I just been calling him Oscar.
Oscar. That's yeah, pretty good battle going on here between these 3 cars as they come into the last corner. But I love racing and I like broadcasting. Like if nobody's gonna stream, then I'll stream. But man, there's nothing like being out on track for me.
There's really not, yeah. Most of my racing has just been in like iRacing or LMU. I haven't done too much ACC racing myself. So I'm finding it easier to step away to stream than it is to race and stream
Right.
at the same time, or to want to do both. So I've been enjoying streaming. I've been enjoying the community. I've been enjoying getting to know the racers. So
Yeah, it's definitely a different perspective. Oh man, is that Porsche just parks it on that apex, I didn't see if that Porsche made contact with the Aston in front.
I didn't
But
see it.
yeah,
I didn't
wait
see
to
any.
Franzen, who are watching right now in that 300 Ferrari, able to react to that as that Porsche just side by side with the Aston. Able to get that pass done on the Aston. That was actually for position for
Yeah, that was a good pass. Good clean pass.
Karazin, man. Oscar.
Oscar, yeah. Yeah. I've done the same thing where I've tried to, I'm like, Oscar.
Oh, that my bad too. That was actually Franzen that made the move on Oscar.
Yeah.
So they're back up. They're up into that 22 position.
Oh, Franzen letting Mooney of the 14 position Mooney, he's letting them ahead of him, which is going to allow Oscar to catch up just a little bit. If you can get these positions set up right, you can get a lot of speed down this front straight over your competitor.
Yeah, I was looking at our biggest gainers, and Trejo and Casey, who are actually next to each other in P12 and P11. Trejo up 13 positions, and Casey Swansing are up 11 positions, actually.
Seeing Samez going a little wide there. I wonder if he's picking up a speed token for that cut. Because that was pretty significant. But it didn't look like he wanted to get collected, so still a smart decision.
See, maybe a little battle developing at P17 between Oberndorfer and Lenkau. About 3/10 off each other right now. Coming down the stretch. Now we're gonna see they're coming into P1 here, and this is gonna be a big opportunity. We see Lenkau going super narrow there, basically just giving that position up. I wonder what happened.
Yeah, he totally gave that up.
Well, we see the Mustang cutting through there. That must be Max Hustle.
Oh yeah, he's
hustling. I
hustling.
wonder if Lenkau, he must have gotten blue flagged, lifted to give the position up to Max, and actually let Lenkau through.
Yeah, it could have easily been
through. Yeah.
If you're driving, that's a lot of headlights behind you, so it's hard to know. You're getting the blue flag, and you're like, all right, he's behind me. So maybe it was just a slip up.
Not a bad move from Lenkau either, just to let Oberndorfer, god damn,
Oscar,
let the Porsche through, because they have a 15-second penalty. So as long as they can kind of stay within the immediate vicinity, they'll get that position back for sure when they serve that penalty in the pits. Yeah, if you guys are just watching the stream and you've tuned in recently, we do have a section that you can spend your bonks on, or your channel points. We have completed the requirement for a one-off race, and that discussion is taking place in the Noobs R Us Discord. You can go and put your opinion as to what you want the one-off race to be. And you can also spend your points on picking our own series, which I think would be awesome, because there's some tracks that I really like that aren't in rotate, that may not be in rotation. So being able to pick our own series, everybody will be able to vote on that.
I think that's sick. Yeah, series. There's a lot of series that I would like to run that we don't run.
Yeah. I was just thinking I was actually going to have to pull it up on a different browser just to look at the tracks that we don't run.
I know we do try to run most tracks that people are able to get without having to have any DLC.
Right.
We do try to be respectful of people's budgets.
Yeah, because I don't think that we run Bathurst.
We do, but we only run Bathurst as a one-off.
Okay. Yeah, I love Laguna Seca. Red Bull Ring would be a cool track to throw into rotation too. But I know we do try to stay away from the DLC, like what Tony was saying, because we do try to, we want it to be accessible to everybody. So we don't want to throw a series together that's only DLC, because there may be some people that don't have it. And we do a pretty good job. I think I've been around. This is the first season where I've actually raced on tracks that I've seen before. So we do a good job of, and this is my third season. Nick Woods able to get through some traffic there. Or sorry, not Nick Woods, C Julian.
Julian, yeah. We don't have a lot of drivers that are close to each other, so I'm just trying to... Actually, we have Trejo right on Swansinger's butt kiss. Trying to give him some butt kisses. You shouldn't have laughed at that.
Yeah, two drivers that
Bathurst
we
has
see.
been set to a one-off
Trejo
only for
in
DLC,
the
yeah. And
yeah,
Danger.
Trejo in the pro. Oh my bad. Sorry.
What?
No, oh nothing. I just feel like I kept talking over you. That's my bad.
Oh, you're fine.
Trejo, and Swansinger in our Pro-Am split for our rookie series. So these guys should be a decent battle going forward. Casey looks like he's running away just a little bit.
Now, if you do notice, though, even though Casey's running away, it's not for position. Because again, you got to look at the plates, right? Amateur, Pro-Am.
Yeah.
So. But Casey does have a 10-second penalty. That's not good. The Moffitt family, I'm sorry to see your driver with a 10-second penalty. I love that he says his parents watch upstairs, and I just love the fact that his parents are so like intrigued with what he's doing. My mom would never watch me race. Well, maybe never. She would watch me race if I asked her to. But that's just cool that they're willing to support you in that way, and that they're willing to give up their free time to watch you race.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and I was I had my headset on when you were talking earlier. If you guys are new or just joining in, or you're just lurking on the, seeing for some reason this game
Moffat,
called
hop in the standby right now. You know what? I'm gonna drag him all the way up in here and force him to talk to us. Oh, he's not even in his voice chat right now, so I can't.
If you guys are new or just curious why Assetto Corsa Competizione has this crazy amount of viewers now, and so you're checking it out, and wanting to get into sim racing, Noobs Are Us. We're partnering with ORL for this Enduro series, but Noobs.
Noobs Are Us.
Oh man, we see Mooney.
And that's
14th
Noobs
position.
Are Us. Like on the screen there in the bottom left, NOBS are us. Look us up on Discord.
Yeah,
That's the easiest way to get all the links, to get everything. We have it in the Discord. Big friendly group of people in the Discord. You'll find people like me. You'll find people like Subi. You'll find people like our admins. You'll find people like people. We have all shapes, sizes, colors, quirks. That's great.
Yeah, definitely a good environment if you're looking to get into sim racing. I can't recommend Noobs Are Us enough. I've only been sim racing now for 7 months or so.
Like in total?
And yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's almost, I can't believe it's like September already, and turned 34 last week. And
oh well, congratulations, buddy! Happy belated birthday, Mr. 34-year-old, you young buck.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, but
I'll
it's
be 39 this year. Ugh.
Oh yeah, but it's crazy. Like I can't, like it doesn't seem like I've been in sim racing for that long, let alone in Noobs Are Us for that long. And it's just a good community if you're looking to learn, or if you're still newer. that's definitely what our AM split's for, in our rookie series. But yeah, hop in the Discord, check it out.
I will say this about Noobs
Ask
R
questions.
Us. Noobs R Us, I have met a lot of true friends, like people that I consider friends. I talk to these people almost every single day. I've met them multiple times at different events that we've gone up and met up to, like in IRL. And they are just a great, solid group of dudes. Now, saying that, I have spoken, me and my wife have both spoken to the ORL team. No friends for you. The ORL team is a great set of people too as well. We don't speak to them as much just because we are basically Noobs R Us. Like we started a Noobs R Us, so it's easier to stay Noobs R Us. You know what I mean? Like you're in a group, it's hard to get another group to be a part of, not part of another group, but you stay towards one group. Anyways, ORL, great group of people. I strongly recommend checking out Odyssey Race League is what ORL stands for. I recommend checking out them on Discord as well. Same thing. Discord for me is where I get all my links and where I get all the information. But they're on YouTube. They have websites. They do more races than we actually do in Noobs R Us. They're focused on entry level drivers. They're focused on very fast drivers, but they have multiple. They have mixed series. They have GT3 series. I think they have a GT4 series. But definitely give them a check out too as well. They have different Patreon levels as well over there, which you can help support them. On those different tiers that they offer, you can get different perks with them as well. So that's something to look at if you're really wanting to support them as a community. Or Noobs R Us. We're always looking for support. We're always looking for extra people to help and race with us too. I've been talking a while, so go ahead, Subi, take it over.
Yeah, it's always always a good excuse when we even have Noobs R Us jerseys.
Yeah, we
Actually,
do.
in P25 right now, see Julian 1/10 battle going on with Pellegrino. Watch these guys for a minute. They're coming into turn 1.
I think he's gonna let him by
See
because it's not
Julian.
first position.
Yeah, the guy behind them I don't think is in the battle, but between Julian and Pellegrino right now, see those flashes coming in from Julian. See, lets the Aston through. Oh, mistake from the Ferraris
no!
get collected. The McLaren there.
Oh, that hurts. That.
And Julian really lucking
Let's see
out
that
on that one.
again.
Just
Let's
let
see that
Pellegrino
again.
do his thing.
Just watch.
He backed out to let this Aston through.
Imagine you're that car that spins off and gets T-boned. This Ferrari right here. How much that would hurt. Boom.
Yeah.
Full
Yeah,
360.
the McLaren just not able to react in time to get around there. That's a really bad spot to be sideways on the track too. So
Yeah, it is.
but yeah, saying like it's always a good day to be able to bust out the Noobs R Us jersey, and it's super comfy and like one of my favorite shirts to wear. I actually met a sim racer. We were down on the coast for vacation and I wore it. So we were down on the coast for vacation. I brought my sim rig with me because it's just a 2x4 rig. And so I had my jersey on the day that we had a race and we were in town, and I met somebody who sim races on Xbox. And so it was funny because we were nerding out together about what cars we were driving and whatnot.
Nice. Yeah, I was actually thinking my birthday's coming up in December, and yeah, I still celebrate my birthday. Who doesn't in 40? But I was thinking there's a new sim like a sim racing business out here. And they have many multiple full motion rigs set up with full motion pedals and the
Oh,
rigs
that'd be
themselves.
cool.
And I think I might do that for my birthday. Have like 6 to 10 of us go out there, do some racing. And just, I don't know if they have a bar inside. That'd be awesome if they did. I doubt they do. but that'd be sick. But I think that'd be a lot of fun versus just the regular like dinner and the bar. You know, go out to there, go out to dinner after,
Right.
have a good night.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I want to. Well, I mean it, and it's mostly for me because I want to feel what it feels like to be in a full motion sim with the haptic pedals because that's what I really want. Or vibrations on my gas pedal,
Oof.
my brake
Yeah.
pedal, and my clutch if possible. I've seen them available, but that would be
I
freaking awesome.
I have the Symagic HPR haptics for my pedals, and I 3D
Yeah.
printed mounts for them, and they're
Oh, I'm jealous.
I have load cell pedals, so I'd say load cell pedals are probably the biggest upgrade that I've done for my sim.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but the haptics on the pedals are pretty next level. I don't know if they made me faster, but it feels
What
incredible.
what pedals do you run?
I have the Simpson Pro Plus pedals.
Okay, so the Sim Magics work without having to be on Sim Magic equipment.
Yeah, well, yeah. So I have,
Is it an app?
yeah. So the the haptics have their own box that they plug into, and then the Simpson pedals have their own box that they plug into. So you do have two USB inputs there.
Of course.
You have a separate USB input for the haptics themselves. And I'm waiting for Sean to hop in the chat here. You can plug the haptics into your pedal box. But because I have a 2x4 rig, there's not a whole lot of great places for me to
Oh, okay.
ground the
Yeah,
box to.
I got a track racer rig, so I'm sure mine would be easier. I'm gonna have
Yeah.
remind me after the
Yeah,
stream is over. Actually, I'm gonna do it now, just that way I don't
I
forget.
was gonna say I'm gonna DM you the link to the haptics that I got.
Yeah, because that's something that
Um,
sounds like I need to add into my life.
and they weren't too
Expensive?
expensive. Um, I mean, it's a pretty. We all know sim racing is a kind of a slippery slope.
Yeah, it is.
Uh,
Yeah, yeah, it is because you can do super entry level, which is still going to be pricey. It's still going to cost you like a couple $100. Or you can go. I'm a couple thousand deep at this point. My setup was a lot of my track racer setup was a lot. It's a full aluminum rig. That was a big chunk of the price, but I see myself only adding more and more and more to it, not
yeah.
taking it away.
Well, definitely. Like I started with. So I still have my 2x4 rig. I started with my 2x4 rig. Uh, had VR, and then I just had a Mozart 5, and now I have an R16, the version 1, and then I have a different wheel. Now I have a Moza GS V1 and Simpson load cell pedals with the haptics and an ultra wide. Now, so I'm I'm probably close to 1,000 into this setup, I would say.
Which Moza do you have? Moza R what?
I have an R16, but
Oh, okay.
the
Oh,
version 1
nice.
now.
I only have an R9, so I want an R12 at least. That would be
Yeah.
money.
Yeah, I had
Uh,
the R5, but like as you get started, you're like, I'm not sure if I'm going to be like super into this. And spoiler alert, I was super into it. So
I got mine because I was walking through a Best Buy and there was a Logitech G920 just on the shelf, and I was like, well, you know what? I think I would enjoy that. I think I would enjoy sim racing. I love anything car related, so why not? And then come to find out, I'm a huge fan.
a Casey Swan Singer off track. I'm not sure if we're
Oh
going to be able to pick
no!
that up off stream, but Casey always seems to be one of those people that just attracts the bonks. I'm curious if it was able to
620.
catch that or not.
Let's see here. There's a yellow flag right here. Let's take a
He
look.
lost a couple positions out of this. He's just by himself.
Oh, he
Oh,
just spun out. Yeah.
unfortunate.
touched a little bit. That McLaren is very touchy with those curbs, and it looks like
Yeah.
he just ever so lightly touched the curb.
Yeah, the one thing I really liked about the haptics was being able to feel like the ABS and the wheel slip.
Yeah, that would be because right now I just go off sound. So
Yeah. Yeah, the wheel slip is probably like one of the more awesome things that I like about having the haptics, just because you can start to feel it before the car actually goes. I don't notice it in LMU
now
at
here's a
all.
good question: do the haptics? Because I have base kickers or butt kickers. I'm sorry, base kickers, butt kickers. But I have I have two little small ones, but they overheat rather quickly.
Oh, I
Um,
do have
do your
I do
haptics
have a
overheat?
Dayton. Yeah, I do have a Dayton Audio butt kicker under my seat as well. Um,
Yeah, as long as they
but
drive to. We have Kuba asking, does the stint timer reset in pits or is it just with driver swaps? It happens with driver swaps, or it happens with driving through the pits stall. Like Sean's all on it. Yeah, it does not work for returning the garage, but it will reset that stint timer. There are 65-minute stint timers. Some of these drivers pitted early, so their stint timers, they're going to have to pit again before the race is over. If you're on track here with your pits, you would need to pit within the next 10 minutes.
yeah, we see some
10 to 15.
drivers just scrolling down through the list. Leon Candles in P21. He's got 8 minutes on his stint timer right now. They're gonna have to pit before the race ends.
P21 is Swatsky. What are you talking about?
Oh yeah, Swatsky. Sorry, that's the other driver for that team. I just figured whoever's up top was driving. Oh, it's whoever's in the brackets. Oh, okay. But yeah, Sawatsky, 8 minutes on his stint timer, so they're gonna have to pit. Uh, they're gonna have to pit before the race is over. And P26 Pellegrino, 5 minute, almost 6 minutes on his stint timer, is gonna have to pit basically right before the race ends. Yeah, they're gonna be about 5 minutes short on that. So
Again, nobody too relatively close to each other where they're fighting for position. We have a couple drivers that are within times of each other, but they're not fighting for position. So back markers, different classes.
yeah, looking at how we're talking about Smith Adams and his disconnection issues, doesn't seem to be a problem now, as they're 43 seconds ahead of P2.
Dang, 43. I only got 40 seconds on mine.
Oh, okay.
Why are all my times behind? One of our
But I'm
times are
I'm
wrong.
on race control, so it might not be
I'm on
super accurate,
ACC
but
TV. Ours is paid for, so I would want to assume ours works
yeah.
better.
But still 40 seconds. I mean, that is quite the gap.
Considering the fastest lap is a 141, that's pretty fast, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Smith Adams running a 141.4 for his last lap is about a second and some change ahead of Sonmi's last lap. So unless Sonmiz and some of these other P5, like P2 through P5, can start getting into the 41s, Smith Adams just going to continue to walk away. But we see Max Hustle back up into P5. He's putting down a 41.7 for his last lap, so he's definitely still out there hunting for positions. He's about 2 seconds down from Puddock right now. So it definitely, I wouldn't be surprised to see him catch back up to Puddock. We saw him pass Puddock earlier.
Yeah, no, Max Hustle is fast. He's just trying to regain all those positions that he lost.
And a huge gap between P7 and P8 too. I show like over a minute gap there. some of these drivers also coming in for their final pit stop. As they approach their... And Morris Jones ran their stint timer up to a minute, or up to an hour, 4 minutes. Right up to the line there. So wouldn't be surprised to start seeing these guys come in. They're going to start taking their last pit stops. Hopefully we don't see any more stop and go 30s come out for everybody.
Hey, we got some more contributions. Oh, we got an... I'm sorry. Oh, that was 33 minutes ago. Never mind. I'm way behind. I already did that on camera. On board.
Oh yeah, that's
No,
me. I'm just making up a name.
Oh, is that you?
Yeah, I was eating I
Oh.
made a sandwich real fast and I put some barbecue potato chips in there, make it crunchy, so I didn't want it to...
Ooh, now we're talking.
I didn't want to come across on the camera.
Oberndorfer trying to make a move on Langau. You can see that he's trying to position himself coming up to the straight here. He's going to have the speed.
Wow, lots
coming
of
up
speed.
to the corner. Yeah, wow, yeah. It was easily able to get around him. That was for position too. But
Yeah.
he's got a 15-second penalty. Oof. That's rough.
I was
ahead of
just
him
thinking
has
that
a 10.
if I was Lang Cow, you guys are basically in the window for a pit stop. Like if you guys pit at any point in here, you're gonna be money. You're gonna be good to the end. Might just be worth, he's got that penalty, just let him go. You don't want to, get bonked or sent wide into a corner because, especially if they got a 15-second penalty, they're going to get knocked down when they go in for their pit anyway.
And then to bring it back up again, if you look on the left-hand side next to the names, you'll see the car, the number, the plate that they're in, whether it's white or red, and then you'll see that that orange or green box. The green box means they have completed both pit stops, so they need to satisfy for the race to be happy. If you see that one there, that means they still have yet to pit. So these drivers, like we're on board with Oberndorfer, he still has to pit, and when he pits, he's going to have to serve that 15-second penalty where he just sits there before anything happens.
A lot of these top drivers too, I'd say as I scroll this list, a majority of drivers are sneaking up on an hour on their stint timer. Some people are in the late 50 minutes, 58 to 60 minutes on their stint timer. So we'll see the rest of these guys come in. I see, maybe 3, 4 people, 5 people in the pits right now. So they'll finish up their last pit. Yellow flag for Sonmez. As Bourne gets around, what happened there?
Slotsky got around. If you were looking at my screen, he got around there pretty easily.
Oh, I was looking up at my race control for the P2 spot.
Oh, okay.
But I couldn't.
They're all
fairly
separated as now. We got BSR in first with Nathan Adams. Second place is Daniel Bourne, who was with. Do you remember who these drivers were with?
I'm assuming it's gonna be Zeitz or Zeitz.
Zeitz, yeah. Sonmez, I believe BSR boy.
M. Prawl, I think you just swapped to him. 3/10 behind Solomon here. He had somebody come out of the pits, but they're able to get around that. Not gonna dive into turn 1. Don't know how long these guys have been battling, but his last lap was about 2 seconds off of his pace. Don't know if that's just from... Oh, went super narrow there. You got to be careful going super narrow there. Those curbs will destroy your line. These drivers going to come under blue flag from the Aston coming up behind them. But this is a battle for position in class as well. Prawl actually, now I'm looking at it too, has taken their pit, so they don't have to be. They do have the blue flag, so there's kind of like the stress from that. Oh, mistake from the Porsche. Doesn't matter. Able to get around them there. But if they didn't want to, oh, that Aston going for a dive in on that chicane. Porsche backs out there making the smart move. You know, Prawl there didn't, if he didn't want to have to wait, he wouldn't have had to force a move because that guy would have had to pit anyway. So, but
Oh,
way to get
something
around him
happened
there.
to. Oh, he's coming out of the pits. Trejo, I just saw dropping positions right away. I got
Oh.
anxious and swapped cameras. He was just coming out of
Yeah.
the pits.
Yeah, it's always like when we're looking at our race control stuff, you look over and you see some guy just plummeting down the
And you're like, oh no, what
down the
happened?
list. You're like, oh god, what happened? Watching go right now.
See
Yeah,
Trejo
about
if he can catch
almost
up the Piattowitz.
almost 1:45 a.m. in game. Now I will say this track seems to be somewhat decently lit. Not really, I guess. And when we raced at Brands, it just felt like it was pitch black.
That's because it's the UK. They don't have good lighting over there. It's all on a. There's a guy just winding a switch, keeping the lights on.
Right.
Guys, we are at 34,493 points of the community pick your series votes or bonks. We need 100,000 bonks, so we need another 76. Is that right? 75, 170 left. And we can pick an entire race series to be a part of.
Yeah, about 65,000 bonks left. You can contribute 2,000 bonks at a time.
You can do 4,000 bonks. I did 4,000 today.
Oh shoot.
Yeah.
Oh, can I contribute again?
Yeah,
Oh
can
no,
I
I've done the
contribute
max
again?
amount. I've done the max amount that I can.
Same.
Oh, max contribution per stream. Oh, you can only contribute so much per stream? Or is that individually? No way. That just must be personal.
Poisonal. I appreciate Kuba here donating the 800 points that he has. I've got like 1,000,000 points in this in Noobs R Us, so I don't even think about it anymore.
Yeah.
Max Hustle currently second place overall, but he's still gonna have to pit. Puddock's gonna have to pit, and that's gonna allow Chase to get back up there and get his spot back.
Yep. Yeah, see, even with Chase Jones and Smith Adams doing their pit, only dropped them down to P3.
And with these other drivers having to pit, yeah, he's gonna easily take that back,
Yeah.
and then it'll be his race to lose.
Yep. Soberg is just into the pits now, actually. He was about 20 seconds away from Chase Jones.
Chase
so
upsets me sometimes.
why is that?
He's super fast, but he's only in like 18. He's a young kid.
Oh,
And he's just ridiculously fast.
yeah. There's
No
some
fair.
people that are just like, you know, you think of like a Chase Jones,
Into the pits they go.
Zach Schneider. Oh, bump coming there. On Max Hustle. So you go into the pit there. Hopefully that doesn't.
Let's see who stops
I wonder
first.
if he gains, if that bump on the Puddock gain the speed, if that'll give him a penalty. Oh well, the stewards will probably clear that. Actually, we saw that for sure. Yeah, you meet some people, or especially with our time bot, Oh, those guys go side by side up the hill. Ooh, that seemed aggressive.
He gets that position though. Oh no, he didn't. He's working for the position 1-3 ahead of him. My mistake.
But yeah, you meet some people who are just fast, and it's just like, man, how?
How?
What are you doing?
How? Like when I watch the fast people race, like if I watch Chase Jones and I'm watching his lines from his cockpit, I'm like, he's doing the same things I'm doing. How is he so much faster? Oh
Yeah.
no! Devin Anthony or his teammate spun out behind. Oh no, that was Devin Anthony. Getting that spin. Let's watch that back. I think he's the number 88 if I'm correct. Yep. He
Was it just
comes
the Audi doing Audi
Yeah,
things?
watch. He comes around the corner and just he's by himself. Maybe he's a little bit in he gets on the little bit of the curb. Oh, too much throttle.
Yeah.
Yep.
If that's not the Audi just doing Audi things right there, like he's on the straight, he's made it through the chicane, he's accelerating out of the
He was
corner,
already done with the
and it
corner.
just loses it and just it just oversteers. It's like, why? Where are you doing?
Not today.
Oh wow. Look at this action through turn 1, turn 2.
Woo!
Prawl able to get around Gorecki. Lots of flashing lights coming in as back markers are part of this. You've got Prawl coming through, but then you had Cheshire and P6, who, funny enough, is directly behind. What am I talking about here? I don't know. These cars are close. They're
What am
fighting
I talking
for
about?
position, but well, like, so you have Soberg, and then a minute and 33 seconds behind him, you have Prawl, who's actually just ahead of him on track. So it was confusing me. Yeah, we're talking fast guys. I hit my PB for Spa the other day with the qual fuel. I can get a 2:17.8 on qual. But then you see people, when we were doing our Enduro series there, we saw people running like 2:16s on race fuel. It's like,
Oh, nice.
what? How are you doing that?
How?
Especially, it's so easy, like when you guys, when we do like an onboard here of like, like you're saying a chase or something. It's like, my lines look like the lines that you're taking. You're taking the same lines I'm taking.
Yeah.
But
We're doing the
it's
same
just
thing.
those little differences. Max Hustle able to get a pass on Yorkman. So we've got a little battle developing. We've got Max Hustle up in P5. He did get a 5-second penalty, I'm assuming, from that bonk entering into pit lane. That 5 seconds will be added on to the end of the race because there's no more pits. Unless he does pit, then it'll be taken there. But he's a second ahead of Bjorkman now. And behind him at 2/10, we have Cheshire. And then that's where I was saying, so we have Cheshire right there, but behind Cheshire on stream right now, we have Prawl, who's 2 positions back in P8.
Yep.
So he's basically a lap down. You see that Aston try to set up for a move on to the inside for P1. Turn 1. Able to get around there. With relative ease. And then Prawl able to get around Bjorkman as well, but still lap down from these guys. So even though he made that pass, he still has to get all the way around the track to catch up to him to actually be on the same lap. we've got Taberner and P13 and Pietrowicz. Actually, we were just talking about in P19, 1/10 off of the Mustang of Trejo. They're coming into P1. Someone's coming out of the pits for them. Side by side. See a little car off track there too.
Trejo making up some positions.
Yeah, Pietrowicz able to get around Trejo there. But again, Pietrowicz a white plate, Trejo a red plate, so not the end of the world. A McLaren saying hi to the camera.
What is that? That's Cubbage or
That's Miller.
Mark Miller, yep. I was going down the line there.
Yeah. It's one of those drivers facing the complete opposite direction. And that McLaren, they were doing well. We had Casey Moffitt. Shout out to Mrs. Moffitt. And Mike Miller.
Mrs. Moffitt. How are you
Mr.
doing?
And Mr. Moffitt.
And Mr. Moffitt, of course, with respect, sir. I'm sorry.
But they were up. I can't remember what position they were up to, but now they're up into P19. And out of that kind of kerfuffle, we've got a couple battles developing. We got Pietrowicz putting some pressure on Lenkau and P16, and then Trejo right behind Pietrowicz, ready to mop up any fuffle that might happen. Lenkau not really going defensive on this line. He's going to stay outside. It's going to allow that inside move. Man, Trejo able to get around there as well. We see Lenkau losing 2 positions, 3 positions as Oberndorfer gets around as well. Just not quite being that defensive going into those turns there. Trejo still putting that pressure on Pietrowicz. 4/10 off. They're coming into this high-speed right-hander.
That right-hander is so tricky to stay right and not spin out.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Starting to see some... Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, una momento, I'm going to step away and grab a drink real fast and use the little girl's room.
All right. We're staying on Trejo here, but we're starting to see some mistakes come out. We saw Miller around on track there, and I just saw Cheshire up on my race control. He had a yellow flag. He was sideways on track. And these drivers not have, we see yellow flag for Charles there. I'm not sure if that caught on stream. It's about on the opposite side of track. Charles spinning out on that corner, losing a position to Burner in the 424 Ferrari. So we're starting to see some mistakes come out, and these drivers are relatively early on into their stints. Maybe about 15 minutes into their stints. So I wonder if we're not seeing drivers take tires, or maybe it's fatigue coming into play, or what's happening there. But these small mistakes definitely going to shake up some standings here. Still on board with Trejo's, who are coming up into that high-speed right-hander that we were just talking about from the last lap. Trejo looking to make a move on Pietrowicz, and Mike Hoff and the Noobs R Us Mustang kind of leading this pack. But the Noobs R Us Mustang with Hoff, oh, they are in P14. So this is all for position for this battle right here. got 4 cars on this train right now. Trejo kind of in the middle of it. He's trying to push Pietrowicz, but he's also got Oberdorfer. I don't know why I'm throwing an R in there so early. Behind him. So he's got to go defensive, losing time on Pietrowicz. Trejo not going to go super defensive. No, doesn't look like any of these drivers trying to make a move on this first corner, though. They all stay pretty much in line. No aggressive actions happening yet. Trejo got Oberndorfer in that 7-2 Porsche. He runs off track into the gravel. Still has that inside line. Oh, the Mustang running wide. Pietrowicz not able to take care of that. Wow, 2 mistakes coming from these drivers. No position changes through there. That was crazy.
What's nice is it was able to stay in.
Oh, we see that
Oh!
Aston gets sideways. The Mustang off track as well.
That was close. I was just
What
about
a
to say,
save.
luckily they've been keeping some clean racing while I was gone. I was a close, almost smack there. Old
Yeah.
age. You hush, Sean. You're older than I am.
We're going to see that battle definitely intensify from Oberndorfer and Trejo's. Now they've got a little bit of time to spare. Maybe a mistake coming from Pietrowicz there, bumping Mike Hoff off into the gravel, a little bump draft there. It's unfortunate.
These are your closest drivers on track right now. Ben Orfendorfer and Andrew Trejo battling for this P14 spot.
We see those flashers coming into play just a little bit. But it doesn't really seem to bother Trejo. He's far enough ahead that it doesn't really have to worry about a dive coming in just yet.
Aging like fine wine, says Andrew. Or says Andrew. I'm dyslexic sometimes, all right? So I say the wrong things when I'm thinking other things. Says Sean.
No, like
my name is Sean, so I should have got that right, but I got it wrong.
once the dyslexia kicks in, and then you just can't stop it. It's just a, you know.
Well, because like I know what name I want to say, but I say something completely different than what I'm thinking, and it's just like that's not what I meant. Words are hard.
Trejo
Sean.
looks like Trejo ran a little wide out of not that corner, but the previous corner. I wonder if he's getting a speed token there. Super defensive. He's just letting the Porsche by.
Letting them by, yeah.
Fair enough.
38 minutes left in the race, so still a little bit of a race left. Everybody has completed the last pit, so these should be the last drivers. We should not see, except for Melan Koniko in the pits right now. No one else should be in the pits for the rest of the race unless they have an incident. Max Hustle, I just want to talk about him real fast. He is up into the 4th position, slowly but surely working his way back to the front. He has the fastest lap of a 141.240, whereas Chase in first place has a 141.230. That doesn't make any sense.
That's a last lap.
No, that says best on mine. Last was a 141.
Is a 141.020.
Yeah, well, it's not showing up correctly. Yeah, it's not showing up correctly for me.
Which I'm not even sure what my best time is here, but I can tell you it ain't a 141.0.
I'm probably sitting in the 137s myself.
Trying to remember last time we even raced here. What series was that? Would have been maybe a Series B or something.
I haven't done very much racing lately. I feel like I'm out of the loop, and I feel like anybody that races me, they're going to be faster than me. Except for any friends that I know, like in person, I feel like I could be faster than all of them.
Right.
And that's like if you ever have somebody over to your house and you have them racing your sim rig, and they do really bad, and you just hop in and they look at you and they're just like, man, you're awesome. It's such a good feeling. I've had that happen a couple times where they look at my racing and they're like, how do you do that? And I'm just like, you know what? Your skill, baby. I know how
That's
to
funny
drive.
because
Makes me feel like a man.
you'll do it, like you'll hop in, you'll put down a good lap, and they're like, wow, you're really good at this. Be like, yeah, no biggie. I've got like 600 hours in this game, so it's okay.
Yeah, no big deal. I play, like 5
This is like what I
minutes a
do.
week. That's it. I barely race. This is all skill. No, you don't tell them you let them know it's all. You don't tell them that's not what you do. Oh,
My
wait. When the Toyota gets here, finally, yeah, you can race against the Subaru. You're going to lose to my Subaru, buddy. My Subaru's fast. Anybody watching the stream, oh, whoops. I'm going to put my Instagram handle.
my fastest time here, I was just looking up because I was curious, is a 141.5. But I definitely couldn't do that for a whole race. 141.0 in race pace is crazy.
Yeah, no. We are taking donations. I did want to bring this up. I haven't passed it by the officials yet, but at Sean Spawnholes on Instagram, we are taking donations of cash donations and other donations. So please feel free to donate towards me. This does not go to Noobs Russ. This comes directly to me. I appreciate your time and your effort.
Need to fund more carbon fiber.
So I'll say this, Sean, because he's asking GR Corolla versus WRX on track, not drag race. Opinions? So mine's a WRX STI. Don't forget that. A little bit better than a regular old WRX, buddy. But with the mods that I have on mine, I would take mine over a regular GR. But I would take I think a regular GR Corolla would do better than a WRX. I think an STI and a GR Corolla would be very similar. The GR or the STI is going to weigh a lot more, so the Corolla is going to be a lot better in the corners, but the STI is going to be a little bit faster on the straightaways and out of the corners. So it's hard to say, but I think they would be close. You know what? We have Google and the power of our hands, don't we? Is it 300 in the GR? The STI is only 315, which is like 280 to the wheels. Which is faster on track.
When you have a decent battle between Pietrix,
Yeah.
P17.
Always tell me. Always tell me. I'm always looking. How dare you say when I have a time?
These guys been going at it. Pietrix, I think we saw a bump on him on Hoff, is what sent him wide on that corner that Trejo and Oberndorfer were able to get through earlier. But Pietrix still putting the pressure on Mike Hoff there, Soros Mustang. I know Sean has been, I think he's looking at a Corolla. So he's getting everybody's opinion on it.
Still battling, trying to get that position of Mike Burkhoff in that number 16 Ford Mustang, or the number 90 Ford Mustang in 16th place.
Yeah, just because I was curious, the Lexus 273 Fastest trap speed. Soberg in that 276 BSR Lexus.
Of course, because it's a beast.
I wonder if there's been enough popularity in the Lexus this season if we'll see an LFM Bob come onto that car anytime soon. I feel like it was super popular with some of the big streamers early on. I'm not sure if they're still driving it or... See drive through for number 9. Come in from the stewards on Luziak. This is the big battle so far, 3/10. These guys come into turn 1. Not really going to see Pietrowicz go in super aggressive. He does have that 10-second penalty. Might not be super interested in getting around, just maybe trying to finish out the race or wait for a mistake from Mike Hoff. You see him lose a bit of time there dipping into the gravel.
Dipping in the gravel.
Yeah, the battles died off. There's still a lot of drivers on track, but not many battles for position here. But again, just kind of a shameless plug one more time. If you guys are new, we still got about 20 viewers. If you guys are new or looking for someplace to race, Noobs R Us, ORL, check out the
Odyssey
Discord.
Raceway,
Sign up
yep.
for the races. I was just looking at looking for that old race of last time we raced Imola, and we have. Did I close out of the tab? We have a lot of races coming up that I didn't knew about, but I haven't signed up for. We have on the 30th, we have the German make only Porsche Cup and GT4 Oktoberfest. And
Is that at Noobs?
We race that? Yeah. Where's this race
Nice.
gonna be at? What track is this on? On the Nürb. So that's one's gonna be on the Nürburgring. 65-minute race, 1 pit stop required. Then we've got our spooky spa up. There's 12 people registered out of 30 available spots, so you're going to want to go in and get that. Actually, just going to pull that open so I can get signed up. The Halloween Blood Bathurst P-Cups on Bathurst, 65 minutes with a pit stop. We also have our final Enduro race at Suzuka. 4 hours for that race, I think. Coming up, and that's going to be in 2 weeks from now. So some good races coming up, some cool events, some multi-class racing. Our spa event, we usually, I think you guys kind of touched on earlier, we usually do like some sort of like livery contest.
Spooky spa. Oh.
Gonna be a good time. I'm gonna get
Great
signed up for
time.
these races. I'm gonna get signed up for these races before I can't sign up anymore.
Yeah, before you forget either, too.
Yeah.
On board with crying. Kyron. Trying to make a move on Pacquiao. He's a little behind to make that move, but you never know. One dive bomb later, you're ahead of him. I don't recommend dive bombing. Usually not the fastest. Well, it is the fastest way around the track.
When is the oh, that's on the 1st. Yeah, the German make only, that's coming up September 30th, actually.
Meow. Back to Piatzowitz.
I'm gonna step away to refill my water and
No, you're not.
bio, and I'll be right back.
Okay, he is. On board now with Piatzowitz trying to catch up to Michael Burkhoff. On the brake. On the wing cam here. Woo! Look at him go. Got some flashes coming from the behind. Mr. Michael, yeah. Going a little bit fast here. Keeping him off him, getting flashed. Hopefully they're hoping to throw him off. That's 2 flashes in a row. 3. Do we dare see 4? Oh, I think that might have been 4 with how extended out it was. Oh, it's Yantari behind him. That's why. Yantari's saying, hey, let me get that position back here. I'm in 3rd place, buddy. You don't need to keep flashing like that, Yantari. You can, that's a bit intense. You're on a straightaway. He's not going to lift and just let you by. That's an aggressive amount of flashing. Michael getting back on track. He's going to lose his position to the runoff of Piatzowitz. Piatzowitz is going to be able to fly past him. Piatzowitz, a lot of camera change in there. Piatzowitz goes wide and misses the corner. Dang. Let's watch it again back here real fast since we weren't able to. So as you can see, he's coming up behind Michael Burkhoff. Goes to the outside here. Goes for that overtake. On the inside. Oh, Burkhoff got into him. Oh. I thought he might have just spun out. Well, that's what replays are for. That's terrible. Let's head back a little bit here. A little further back. Not too far. I just want to take a look on Kyron here. See how he's progressing on Pacquiao. Looks like he's still sitting around a half a second away from him. Still plenty of time that he needs to gain to get past him. Oh, and he's going to run wide. That's going to slow him down. He's just going to lose more position. We're going to hop back up here to Michael Burkhoff then. Burkhoff has a 5-second penalty. Piatowicz ahead of him has a 10-second penalty. So as it sits, Burkhoff will pass Piatowicz if they finish out the race in the position they're currently in. They don't need to go to the pits to serve out the time. Ooh, but they could. Michael third box. All right, sorry about that, folks. I was adjusting a little few things behind this curtain here. Burkhoff still on Piatowicz. He's 2 seconds off now. He's got Langau about 1.5 seconds behind him. Like I said earlier, these drivers are a little bit separated after these 3 hours. These 2 hours, 40 minutes is what we're at now. 19 minutes, 40 seconds left in the race. But as you can see, if you look to the left, we got 10 seconds, 10 seconds, 5 seconds, 5 seconds, all on these drivers with times that's going to be added to them after the race. So if they're within position like Max Hustle right now, the driver behind him is 13 seconds behind him. So it's not going to affect him as far as any position goes. That's really good. Beckendorf, P11. He has a 5-second penalty. The driver behind him is 11 seconds behind him. He is not going to be affected. Piatowicz has Michael Burkhoff right behind him. They both have 10-second penalties. So unless Burkhoff can get it past him, then it's just going to be it's just like they're racing without penalties. But 10 seconds, I didn't even consider to think. Yeah, Burkhoff has a 10-second penalty off that from this. 4.5, 7, that would push him back 2 positions in the P19. P18, P19. Same for Piatowicz. So he's going to push him back in the P17, 18, or 19, dependent on how these last 20 minutes of the race go. Dang. Something to think about.
Yeah, we see another penalty coming in there for Mike Hoff, another 15 seconds.
Why you gotta scare me like that?
Boop. Wow, another penalty coming in for Mike Hoff. Total of 40 seconds now. That's substantial. I know we saw when I left, Pietrowicz was behind Hoff, so obviously got the pass done on him, but now all these penalties coming in. Trying to think, I think there was a spreadsheet open here. Just looking through the live stewarding chat, Tony, it cracks me up every time. We saw a 5-second penalty come in for excessive flashing.
Oh, really? Did it come through for Yuntari?
Looks like car 188.
Oh, 188, okay. Beckendorf. I saw Yantari doing a lot of flashing, but he was he was flashing for position because he was in 3rd place. The driver ahead of him was like in 16th place.
Yeah, the steward's doing the like I mentioned earlier, Hoff letting those guys through. Was watching that Jimmy Broadbent video, and it had to do with iRacing and their special events and the enduro races that they were doing. And it's like some ways that like we can do this better. And I think one of the things that's awesome about this stream is that we do have live stewarding going on. So if you get into an accident, our stewards are awesome. They're probably most likely going to catch it. We may not all agree with the decision, but they're out there doing the thing, applying the penalties to the people that deserve it and all that fun stuff. But so like shout out to our stewards, because they're sitting here, we have to, we're just sitting here talking about the race for 3 hours, but they're actually having to go through each of the incidents and log it and keep track of it and agree, and then doll out the penalties as they come.
Dole out the penalties.
Yeah, the final 15 minutes of this race. Got the doggo coughing in the background. Hopefully that did come through. Yeah, Oberndorfer putting some pressure on Hoff now. P17.
Oh, there we go. Yep.
Huge gain of time right up to the rear of Hoff. Probably just gonna let him go there. Yeah.
Not just yet.
But not many battles out there, but Chase Jones 41 seconds ahead of P2. And Max Hustle back up to that 4th position. He's down. Max Hustle only down 1 spot from where he qualified, so great race for him. We've got Trejo in P14. He's up 11 positions for the race. Good on him.
Good on him. 12 minutes left in the racing, ladies and gentlemen. Almost over here. A lot of good racing we've seen today. A lot of silly innocents we've seen so far too, and some tough incidents where you just got to shake your head and get back out on track.
Yeah, it was unfortunate. Always, we hate to see, our lap 1 bonks, especially. Especially, you're in there fighting for position, and you go in for, maybe a turn 1, trying to be defensive, and the other driver, trying to be defensive, but like with some aggressive driving, and you guys bonk each other and spin out, and that's extremely frustrating because now, maybe one or both people have lost multiple positions, and now you've got damage. But hats off to all these drivers sticking the race out. We had about 4, 5 people now drop from the race since it started. So good job on everybody for sticking out the entire race, even if you've lost a lot of positions.
Oh
But we
yeah.
appreciate everybody sticking it through and sticking out here, and make sure to sign up for the final race, Suzuka. I meant to actually.
Yeah, don't go doing all this racing and then not do the final race in the
Yeah,
series.
that's
At
gonna be over
Suzuka.
it.
Suzuka, 4 hours. We'll be streaming that on the ORL YouTube channel, the Odyssey Racing League.
Yeah, there's sign up. I had to find it. Sign up is actually on their page as well. And as of right now, we've actually got quite a few positions open. We've only got 14 out of 50 for the AM and 13 out of 50 for the Pro-Am. So definitely still plenty of spots, but I know early on in the season, I think Spa, it was maxed out. There were no positions left. So make sure you get out there, sign up early, get your spot in there for Suzuka. I love that track. Last time I raced there, I was in a front engine car with Joe Allenson and Carl Banning, and I hated it, but it was still fun nonetheless. See yellow flag coming in for Pellegrino. Off track there just after that high speed right. Didn't quite make it to the chicane, but still in P25. Yeah, not many positions battling here at this point. We've got Pellegrino, but with that, Pakua up to only 9 seconds behind. And then
Akua
Pakua a
Matata.
second behind him. He's got Luciak. So definitely these final 10 minutes, especially if you've been soloing it, I would start to be feeling some fatigue. I'd start to be a little lazy on my corners.
Oh yeah,
So we may
I'd be
see a
yawning a
couple.
little bit.
Yeah, you're like, oh, I can 10 minutes. I can see the light. You know, we're almost there.
I can see the light.
Luziak gaining a ton of time on P26, but then losing it in corner in turn 4, it looks like.
It's currently 1:35 in the morning that these races are driving, so it's still heavily dark outside. Not much to go, but I bet they're all looking forward to getting out of the race car, getting into their beds, and be able to sleep the night off. I know I'm yawning.
I know for me, I don't consider myself a. It always cracks me up when people look at me, the people I know, that I'm like, yeah, I'm helping stream in our Enduro series, because like, well, you're not very talkative. And I know, like, after we're done streaming these Enduro series and we've been talking for a couple hours, I just like to go for a walk and just scroll on the gram and not say a
Yeah.
word
No,
for a
absolutely.
couple
Yeah, I'm gonna go
hours.
wash my car after this. Go get it all nice and
Oh,
clean.
I had the motorcycle out the other day, and I'm like, man, I need to like put this thing up on the stands and just like really go through it. I've got so much brake dust everywhere.
I haven't washed my car in months, so I'm looking forward to getting it nice and clean.
Yeah.
Vacuum the
Do
inside.
you clay bar when you wash it?
It hasn't been clay barred in a while, so it needs it. Maybe just because you said it, I'll run my clay bar through it. What's the It's only 90 degrees outside, so that's not actually bad. It might actually be a nice day.
You need a pop-up tent that you can like
I
pull
got
your
a
car under.
I got a 10 by 10 foot, 10
Oh,
by
nice. Yeah,
10
that's perfect.
pop-up tent. Maybe I'll do that. That's a good call.
You're welcome.
I have two of them.
You'd probably need them out there.
Oh yeah, you don't want to do anything in the sun out here. You die.
Yeah.
It straight kills you.
I'm pasty white. I wouldn't survive in Arizona.
Nice. I got a nice tan. But you do what you can to stay out of the sun. You always stay in the shade if you know. That's the best thing to
Oh,
do.
P8 Prawl with a drive-through. He's going through the pits right now, but in P9, Morris Jones is coming up quick. But it's still about 20 seconds behind. We may see that gap disappear. Morris Jones now 10 seconds back, and Prawl just getting back out on the track now. Seen some other drive-throughs come out for some other drivers, so it's, especially if these guys have, our speed tokens like we're talking about right up until the last minute, it won't take anything to go wide out of a corner. I'm trying to think of what corner would be the worst one to grab a speed token on here.
For the fastest corner?
Yeah, where would like most likely grab a speed token on this track?
What is it? A Santa Cari or that right-hander where you're doing about fourth gear.
Oh yeah.
And then you have to get down on the brakes right away to make that quick right-hander. Sean's saying T3. 1, 2. You think down there? 1, 2, 3. That's a difficult one.
I could see that. I think you can cut turn T3 enough to get off track and get a track limit there.
Oh, super wide for.
Yeah, Luziak going super wide there. Coming up into the chicane now. This is not a corner you want to go super wide through.
Ben Orbendorfer. We're gonna hop on board with him. We're gonna hop through a couple drivers here just to see what their laps are looking like, seeing if they're all over the place, if they got their lights flickering or not, if they're a lot of damage. Just because we don't have too many drivers out on track that are relatively close, that are fighting for position. They're all fairly spread out, even all the way up into first place, who's 40 seconds in first place. Goes Chase Jones.
Yeah, you've got Chase Jones 40 seconds ahead. And then from P6 to P7 is a 40-second gap. And from P7 to P8 is a minute and a half. Wow, what a move there on that BSR car. What was that? We're looking at Hoff. Oh, that was Chase Jones. Just trying to get out of traffic there, just trying to keep on cruising. Coming down the last couple corners now, 240 left on the race, so we'll probably have 2 more laps. Coming down to the final bit here, Oberdorfer 2/10 behind Pietrowicz. Doesn't really have to push him though. Pietrowicz does have that 10-second penalty, so even if he doesn't get around him, he's just chilling. Still be fine. On board with Mike Hoff though in the Noobs R Us Mustang. With his 40-second penalty. Oberdorfer just right on the tail of Pietrowicz, but I just don't think that he's super concerned with trying to get around him. Doesn't seem like he's being super aggressive. He's not really making any moves. He's just hanging in the back, hanging onto that tail of Pietrowicz. Again, I think that's a smart move. He's got that 10-second penalty in front of you. your red plate pushing a white plate. Just be cruising for this last lap here. Mike Hoff going off track there. Was that a self-induced? Yeah, just running wide there.
Running a little wide, yep. Never get that damn turn right. T6 is my most off-track place. T9 or T12. Oh, Dairoso's in the chat. Nice. What's up, buddy?
A final lap coming through here for these drivers. 3 hours at Imola in the dark. Some of these guys driving solo.
Again, everybody, please, if you have time, if you're interested in the streams, if you're interested in racing, being part of the community, I highly recommend you come check out. Oh my goodness. I highly recommend you come check out Noobs or Us. Come check out. Why is there that yellow strip at the top of the screen? Come check out Noobs or Us. Come check out ORL Racing.
Yeah, if you guys are interested in sim racing or getting into a series, definitely join Discord. This our rookie series, this has been the most people that we've had in the AM and Pro-Am Pro split since I've been around. So definitely come on out, check us out. I can't believe we got 100 laps here at Imola, 3 hours. That is just
that's a lot of laps.
It's crazy to see.
That's a lot of laps.
Chase Jones coming into the final sector, 40 seconds ahead of P2 as he comes in. So last 2 corners here, a second down off of his normal pace, but
oh no,
we won't call him out for it.
Oh no, look out. He's only 40 seconds in the lead. What is he ever gonna do?
Congratulations, Chase Jones, Smith
Spin
Adams,
it out, Chase. Spin it out,
BSR.
Chase. No, spin it out. Crash. Let's see if he crashes.
The 274 Aston. Congrats
no
to them.
Crash. Chase,
a few
congratulations.
drivers coming in behind them. We've got P8 and P13. And Prawl, Charles, Matt Hoff, Link Howe in 17 and 18th. Miller Julian and Siren in 22, 23, 24. And congratulations to all these drivers. Just finishing this event is just my hat's off to you. Finally coming across the line. P2 Zeitz, P3 Yantiri. These drivers kind of collecting at the end there. Be careful.
It's a pile up. Ah!
And P4 just crossing the line. Max Hustle.
Good job, Max.
Cheshire coming across in P5. We've got Stjoberg in P6 coming across the line as well.
A lot of drivers coming out.
All of our drivers.
Whee!
What a great time.
What a great time. That was a good race.
Don't forget, like Tony was saying, don't forget to sign up for Suzuka 2 weeks. The series is independent of each other. Each individual races, it's not a championship. So you need to make sure that you're signing up for each individual race. Yeah, looks like we have a couple drivers in the standby channel. Tony, I did the last interview. It's your time to shine.
Oh my god, I don't know these names. All right. Gentlemen, how are we doing? How are we doing today? How are we doing?
I mean, we're doing great, no?
No, we're doing great.
We are doing great.
Doing great. Let's start with you, Glowix. Is that right? glow axe?
It's not right, but it will slide.
It's not right. That's okay. But how was your race, bud?
I mean, yeah, we won. Basically, we won the rookie class, so I can't complain at all. Yeah, I mean, it was a bit action packed. I'm gonna say we got lucky with the number 188 because he got
Or was
crashed and then he got drive through and then I don't even know what was happening. He was definitely faster, but we got lucky, I guess. And then Mateusz was turbo quick, carrying me, so can't complain.
there you go. You can't complain. That's awesome. I'm glad you guys were able to get first place. That's a big win for you guys. Looking forward to Suzuka. You going to bring anything different? You got a different strategy coming for that? Have you done any practicing at all?
I mean, we're just gonna practice and be fast, no?
PFAS, yeah.
There is a lot of practice coming.
It should be coming up here, right? Just shortly after this as well. Let's get these other drivers in here, though. But we had as well. Is it Goretsky?
Yes.
Hey, I said it right. How'd your race go? You have a fun race? Was that most importantly? Was it fun for you?
Yes, it was the most fun race I've ever done. So
Oh,
on
nice.
lap one, I took out the Lambo.
Oh, you took him
but
out?
It was a racing incident. I think I lost traction and it happened. So
It happens to the best of us.
but I think it was a good race overall. We won, so in rookie class.
Well, good
I'm
job.
happy.
I'm happy for you guys as well. Yeah, congratulations. We hope to see you guys do well at Suzuka as well. That's going to be a 4-hour race, so hopefully everything goes smoothly and you finish in the similar position. So congratulations for today, and thanks for being a part of it.
Thank you also.
Thank you very much.
All right, now we got our first place boys here. 40 seconds in the lead, not even worrying about it. They said, What other race are you talking about? We got Chase Jones and Mr. Nathan Adams.
Oh, hold on. You gotta. You're missing a piece there.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna.
Go on, try. I dare you.
It just says Smith Adams on here, so
I'm
I did it
gonna.
wrong.
I'll take it. Tell me about your race, Chase. I know you did 2 stints. Adams
I did
did
first
1
and last.
stint. I mean, you were not struggling, but at first you had Max Hustle right on your backside, and then him and Yanari, I forget the name, Fari,
Yantiri.
and Yantiri got into it, and then you just were able to sail away and just take it.
Yeah. I definitely was struggling at the start to find the pace that the Mustang was finding. I don't really know how he was getting the pace he was, but it was scary to say the least. And so I just was kind of like, I need to back him up into the Ferrari enough that they'll battle to get me out of his draft and just run. I was not expecting an incident to happen, but it played in our favor, so I'll take it.
Oh yeah, absolutely, it did play in your favor. Like I said, 40 seconds in the lead. You were a second down on your last lap, but it's like, does it really even matter at that point?
Yeah, I won't pushing anymore because I was just kind of like, don't get warnings, just cruise to the end.
Adams, it was nice seeing you not get a disconnect, so congratulations for that, bud.
Keep shot, but okay.
I mean, we saw the race happen 2 weeks ago, and I think it happened before where there was another disconnect on another race. So
Yeah.
you know, it happens.
Yeah.
It happens. You know, you're on a different side of the world, so we're glad that you're here with us at Noobs or Us and doing this race. Did you have a fun race tonight?
I had a very consistent race. I'd barely left the low 41s the entire time, so I'll take that.
Yeah, no, I'll take that as well. Yeah. Are you guys ready for Suzuka?
Are we, Chase?
Chase?
My mic wasn't working. Sorry. No, not at all.
Not at all.
Not
Suzuka.
any more less prepared.
Suzuka's a tough track, so I'm excited to see how you guys do on that track. Hopefully, Max Hustle doesn't get into a tussle and end up in the same position.
Okay.
So, Don't okay me. That was good. All right.
Okay.
Max,
Alright,
Max
alright,
Hustle
fair
Tussle.
enough.
Come on. Come on.
Alright.
But thank you for joining me in the booth. I was joined today again. I'm Tony Danzig, Shane Subi Dodger. It was my pleasure being able to stream with you guys, and I hope you guys all have a great weekend. Shane, go ahead.
Yeah, thanks everybody for coming out. Appreciate our drivers, everybody sticking around. Appreciate all the back end guys at Noobs R Us and the ORL staff, our live stewards, all of our drivers. Appreciate you guys hopping in here into the booth with Tony and I to give us a break, because we're just chatting back and forth with each other for 3 hours at a time. Make sure to sign up for Suzuka, the finale race. Make sure to get into the Discord. Check out the events that are coming up, and look forward to seeing everybody in 2 weeks.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you guys for everybody. Thank you, ORL. Thank you, Odyssey Race League, for being a part of this as well. And I hope everybody has a great weekend. Thank you so much, everybody.